All right, guys. All right. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a good, what do you say, evening, I suppose. We're having a good evening. We are having a great, guys, we're just, there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on in terms of the market. We have really hit it, guys. We have hit Matic this evening again. We have hit Matic. We're watching Doge. We have in the bottom right hand of your screens that you guys see here, that's live Doge pricing, okay? Down here below the Matic symbol right now. I always want to keep the Doge live pricing on, even while we discuss other things. I always want that kind of front and center so you guys can see that. We do have our new members, guys. We have individuals that I want to shout out to. You guys know what we do here is we try and deliver quality content. First of all, hit the like button. I want to make sure everyone hits that. It just helps us get to our goal, which on the top left is VIP members. Those are people who have joined saying, yes, they want kind of this technical data. You guys have a great side room. Things are going very well in terms of essentially what you guys are putting together. It's phenomenal to see what you guys are doing. So we have brought you, like Matic, for instance. Matic is one that we brought to you at about 78 cents. Okay, that was right in here at about this time, about 9 days ago, guys. Since that time period, it has gone, it's just gone through the roof, 180%, okay, in 9 days. So 180% in 9 days. For those of you who are not a member of VIP, that's the type of information that we bring you. And guys, it's more than just what I show you here. It's a lot more detailed. We cover, of course, Doge, in and out we're on Doge. But while Doge has a little bit of a breathing, so it gives us some breathing room, we are certain to take advantage of things like Matic. So we were very instrumental in bringing Matic to people's attention before any of the other channels, before anyone else was talking about it. We do a lot of homework. So I'll just scroll through this quickly. These are all ideas like Matic, okay, essentially. They're all very important. I'd say very important VIP related kind of backdoor customize. Make sure I get the information to the group. Kind of extreme kind of necessity types of things if they're indicated technically, and it's not financial advice. It's just if they are indicated technically. Currently, Matic is up 20%. I was on the lookout definitely on Matic, and we'll go through. Let's touch base on Doge real quickly because Doge has done phenomenally well, as has Matic. We'll talk about Doge. The nice thing about Doge is currently in a bull pattern. It looks like it may try and kick out. Okay, if you guys look at the bottom right of your screen, you'll see I've now added in another kind of panel for you, and I'll probably do some additional panels here on the bottom left, just so you guys can see some additional consistent charts. So that'll be that's nice. We look forward to you guys. Maybe we'll be upgrading a little bit in terms of our presentation of things. So as we look, guys, the current kind of bull flag, we would say definitely like it's a bull flag. You guys understand technicals enough, right? That's the nature of this channel. We go through technicals, which again is just looking at chart formations. Can also be looking at I'd say the history of the chart, the price behavior, essentially in order to try and apply that pricing behavior or those, let's say, those technical chart patterns, etc., to the instant case and try and predict where it's going to go. For instance, we establish a bull flag that consists of a kind of a flagpole, they would say, kind of an upward trajectory, then a diagonal channel, okay, kind of a recessive diagonal channel within a nice kind of a delineated kind of an established kind of path, okay, a channel, right, with the resistance and the support, okay, defining the price movement. This defines the nature of this chart pattern. It gives it an expectation, technically speaking. So for those of you, we do have a lot of people who have been I'd say educated in this regard. I was on the phone today with had a great conversation with the New York Institute of Finance. Okay, they hold kind of primacy in this field. Okay, so I would just state that from my own education at Duke University, where I received economics and markets training, and they're on the top of their game. So we look forward. We brought you some information earlier on today from the New York Institute of Finance. That was to our VIP members. We delivered that to our group. We do have this again, guys. We have this great VIP section in Twitter. We also have some other things that are being built in terms of like your card is going to be made by the U.S. Open design kind of backdoor team, guys. That's going to be done. We're looking forward to that. The team that did the design work for the U.S. Open is going to be making you your cards. So we'll get some cool stuff. And it's fun while we talk about things like let's look at Matic. Doge is doing well. What we like about Doge is the fact that it really handled itself well amidst the fallout in Bitcoin. So congratulations to you holders. Right now, there's a clear difference between Dogecoin and I'd say between Dogecoin and Matic and Bitcoin. All right, so we've played around. We kind of horsed around. We had some other trades around here. I want to shout out to Nikaya. Nikaya is a VIP member. I was reading earlier today. Nikaya has had about a $10,000 day. Okay, so hot hands go to Nikaya. Nikaya, we want you to remain diligent, brother, and keep things going. But a big shout out to Nikaya today. Has had about a $10,000 day. So former promoter, just an extraordinary trader. We're extraordinarily happy to have him as a part of the VIP, kind of the exclusive access restricted zone. Those are the types of results that we're seeing from some of the members. Now, don't think you're going to join the VIP and it's immediately going to be like that and your whole life is going to change. A lot of it, as Nikaya will tell you, it's discipline, it's approach, it's knowing yourself, knowing the market. It takes a long time to develop that level of skills, but those are the types of traders that we have. And I'm consistently working very hard. I took a break earlier today to get back in the groove and just say I wanted to pull back and say, okay, well, I'm going to find an opportunity for the VIPs and the VIPs that were in and around that they knew I was analyzing, I was looking, I was digging. I wanted to find you guys a nice trade. Okay, so that's what I was doing, and as I went through, I was able to bring you. I was watching Matic, just really watching Matic. I mean, down to as soon as I could get it out in the door to the VIP, bam, we're in launch mode here. We've conquered kind of this M pattern formation. I was worried about that M pattern formation right there, okay, which could have been quite bearish because we were on the way up, but the trajectory started. This pattern formation started to look so strong, and I was just on it waiting, and bam, I was able to deliver that to our exclusive VIP access. Matic blasting off to the upside, and immediately, guys, from just immediately jumping onto Matic on that breakout. Now, again, the time to get in was right down here. But for those of you who are worried about that M pattern formation, who are maybe had a degree of limitation in terms of your exposure, that's understandable. That's understandable. But again, the time to get into Matic was really right in here. Okay, in this bottom, as we looked at the channel formation with Dogecoin, and we were really able to look at both of them in concert quite well. But as we look at kind of an established kind of another bull flag, right? We're looking at Matic right now. Same scenario right now with Dogecoin. We're looking at that, and same scenario repeated throughout quite a few different, I'd say great coins right now that we've been focusing on, and it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. I'll say that. Once we get into the kind of the nuances and the finer elements of what's really going on, we really start to watch it just with a magnifying glass. I say when we start drawing things like our Fibonacci's, guys, we really, if we're I'd say really diligently describing what we do. It's like we get out the scalpel. It's like we honestly want to know down to the last fraction of the integer of the price. Where are we at? Where are we going? If we're a little bit more casual, sometimes we're able to kind of relax and play a little bit faster and looser. But as Nikaya will tell you, VIP, who made he's got 10 grand under his belt, about 10 grand under his belt today, and we just that's the level of skill set that you guys are around, and that's I'm around that all the time, guys. I want to let you know I appreciate you guys doing well. It's fantastic to develop that community. I'm around it all the time. So I appreciate that, Nikhil. Way to go, brother. It makes me feel at home. I've got people like that all the time trading around me and doing great things. So welcome. I'll just say that, welcome. And as a matter of fact, I do. I have people doing that all the time. Okay, and that's kind of on the channel on a personal basis, etc. Just people that are just cleaning house with essentially trading. So it's just what I don't know. I'm around people like that. That's the way that things go. That's the culture that I'm involved in. That just happens. So it's nice to experience that. Now you guys can learn from Nikai. You can try and learn from me. Whatever we can teach you, we'll also teach you. Definitely not financial advice. And you have to understand, for someone who hasn't traded, if you're just jumping into the routine, you can't expect to learn the market or learn even what we focus on is discipline. We focus on things like rationale. We focus on logic and common sense. If you have discipline, rationale, logic, common sense, if you have those things, you're going to do well in the market. But it doesn't mean right off the bat it's like, well, I can ride a bike. I learned to ride a bike. It's real simple. Anyone can learn to ride the bike. I want to learn the market. No, guys, it's a different kind of a psychological and kind of kind of a skill set that needs to be deployed. It needs to be tactically engaged upon with some restraint, some sort of restraint measures, or at least an understanding. You have to get through situations. And most of the time, the market will teach you lessons when you lose money. You guys know that. You'll learn lessons when you lose money, unfortunately, and you'll never forget those lessons. Okay, so, and the lessons that you repeat, those are the ones. The lessons that you repeat, those are the ones that when you're asking the same question over and over, it's a kind of a red flag for me. I was like, they just haven't, they don't know the market. It's like if someone's asking the same question over and over, they may not know the market yet, and that's not their fault. Some people spend their whole lives and they don't know the market. But whatever question you have about the market, whatever question you have about the approach, I really suggest that you guys dig into and research. What are the answers to that question? And instead of continually asking the same question, or let's say continuing with the same problem, what I would suggest is that you start to look at the solution. What is not just the solution or the answer right now? Okay, right now, as I'm looking, let's say at Matic, what's the exit price? Okay, is there a short and a long version of this? Is there a quick and easy solution, or is there a risky and a more safe solution? Where are we at on answering that question? If I don't know the answer to that, how can I formulate the knowledge in terms of always being able to answer that question? The more that you can come to kind of a global macro solution approach, something like that, the better off you're going to be. So we encourage you guys to learn on that level, and we know that you can. When I bring up the New York Institute of Finance, I just bring it up because a lot of people will be interested, if I've had anything to do with a hedge fund or anything. I was offered a position with Morgan Stanley in the past. If I have any kind of or anyone has any kind of market background, they're going to there's just people are going to laser focus. They're going to want to talk to you, but you just can't. You cannot, and you guys understand this. Yeah, you guys bring things to the table that I can't understand. Some of you are VPs with, or in the financial industry. Some of you are in the financial services industry. Some of you are in the, some of you are VPs with, or regional directors or a board of directors with major, major corporations. You all bring a skill set to play that, that is not, is not my skill set. I bring one that's not your skill set. So in the context thereof, we can, well, they say like iron sharpens iron. So, that's cool. I like that. We can kind of talk like that. It's maybe the best way to approach things. But we are looking for that dynamic. As we look in the top left, like the number of VIPs that we have is 66, right? We want to attract the people who want to enter into kind of different level of a skill set. And that's what we, as we get into that first 100, as we're looking at that first 100, we definitely want to, attract that mindset of people who not just want the answer. We don't want the answer. We want like the global, like the overall solution, and that's what we want to apply, because then you're multiplied. Essentially, the best analogy that I will say is in between. There's going to be like three different kinds of groups. The person who's going to give the guy the fish, right, feed him for the day. The person that's going to teach him how to fish, right. That's the second one. Then there's going to be the guy that teaches him how to teach people how to fish. Right. And okay, you've heard that your whole life. It's like, okay, well, let's give him a fish, feed him for a day. Let's teach him how to fish. Let's feed him for a life. Well, then there's going to be the other kind that, we want to make sure we teach you how to teach other people how to fish. And that's not like a recruit. All that is, well, we want to make sure the whole village is fed, right? We want to make sure the whole community is good. We want to make sure, it's not just an individual kind of approach to things, but a collective kind of approach. So that's thinking outside the box in that regard, in terms of global solutions to your problems, et cetera. I think that will definitely help. So, yeah, we did break out to the upside on Matic. Probably a breakout of what we would say from the bottom entry point here along the lines of this pre-established channel. This is what's nice is, you got up, you're at 42% or 44% right now. So you see the different nature of the end of who all is involved is from this standpoint. People are involved at 43. There's no real pressure there. What will happen? People will jump in late, and I see the characteristic set of people who want to get a quick 10%, and things will stall out for a second. The people who are involved at 43%, they're ready to get 2x on this. They're already projecting well and above this on the second or third move, whereas other people are hopping in and out for a 10 here, a $5,000 here, $2,000 here, 500 here, and that's okay. That's okay, but understand there's a better solution maybe in terms of, learn how to fish a little differently. You think you're having a good meal, you're enjoying yourself. It may be part of the thrill, maybe part of kind of your tactical approach. It may just be what you choose to do. You might have a higher hit rate in terms of what you are doing, trading on breakouts versus always accumulating in this say a pre-established zone. You're going to have to know what you're investing in, and that's your decision. But I would look at that. And you're up 43% from this point, okay? And you say, well, from the entry, if you're really going to play this up and down, if you're going to maximize your gains, minimize your losses, you're looking at you didn't have to also drop down. Let's say I'd say 10 to 15%. You're probably going to make on a 17% kind of measured move within the channel. So we're not unreasonable. We're not going to necessarily say that everyone is going to make the absolute maximum of the maximum was 47.9. Everyone should have made 47.9. No, everyone has a tolerance, a threshold, essentially. So we're up about 20% on the books, it looks like, from the exchange information that we have. We're going to expect this to continue. It would be it wouldn't be normal if it did not continue. I'm going to say that, and it can be abnormal anytime it wants to, but we would expect that to continue. It looks like it's reconsolidating in some sort of a bullish pattern that we are going to take advantage of. So we appreciate that on Doge, as the whole market is recovering right now. You just look at the fact it's all green. These are the situations we want to take advantage of. And you guys know earlier, everything almost was red, right? So it may be a good time to go hunting, right? Go hunting and look at, get that scope ready. Let's make sure what we got going on, and let's get that scope ready Let's make sure we're ready to pull that trigger on whatever trade we have, or wherever we're at, that we're protecting it. Because, as we look at Dogecoin, it's been nice. It's been within this kind of the framework here. It looks like it's leveling out. If we want to describe why is Dogecoin right now doing exactly what it's doing, okay, on the kind of the micro in this most recent kind of pricing behavior here. Well, we're going to say it's probably running into a Fibonacci, right? It's running into a Fibonacci at about that, and yeah, that's right. It's wanting to stall out in and around that 0.5 level. We're going to hope that it's going to continue to the upside at the 50% retracement. Again, that's just 50% of the value from the initiation of this price trend, the most recent kind of micro frequency price trend here over the last few days. Initiation of the price trend, the retracement, essentially what it decides to give back, okay? In line with either the 23.6 or the 38.2 or the 50%. These are just Fibonacci calculations. Guys, he was a math genius. He decided to start his own level of kind of his own work with theory. So, yeah, that's just what he decided to do, was calculate things that everyone in the market uses now. So it's not that it's right or wrong. It's just it's prolific in terms of its application. So yeah, that's exciting. We're excited to bring you kind of Dogecoin right now. The fact that it's stalling out, that we can actually identify what it's running into here. It's not just a shot in the dark. I think to have this level of insight is surprisingly rare. I don't know why it's rare, but we definitely know that there's a need for it in the community of people who want to watch their investments and understand what's going on with the pricing. It's like real simple. We can apply this to literally almost a flea market if we wanted to, or a wholesale fish market, or by the docks, or the commodities market for let's say aluminum across the planet. Like this is very basically and widespread. Let's say basic and widespread in terms of its application of these principles to the entirety of the Tokyo Stock Exchange. Okay, these principles are going to come into play. It applies to markets. All right, so yes, it's going to apply to Dogecoin. Yes, it's going to apply to Bitcoin. Yes, it's going to apply to the Dow. Yes, it's going to apply to GME. Yes, it's going to apply to AMC. Anything you're trying to squeeze, anything you're trying to play, you're going to try and, we want to work it on options. We want to work it on whatever you're working it on, it's going to work. All right, I'm saying there's going to be different levels of variability depending upon what you're involved in. And with that sometimes comes more volatility. With that sometimes becomes more a heavier opportunity for you to profit. And you guys gauge your own risk. We don't like seeing people get washed out. Okay, that's the way we look at it. You can talk about et cetera, et cetera. We don't want people to get washed out. So, that's where we're at. If you guys would like to go to Twitter real quick, let's see if we have any shout outs. We will go ahead and say hello to some of the VIPs. Matic is back on the move, sure is. Shannon, nice to see you. As always, welcome again. And Crypto HQ, the Bull and the Bears, nice to see you. We have Amor Fati. As always, diamond hands, big time, great trader. As we look at, there we go, Doge Skywalker, what's going on? Nice to see you. Love that car, huh? Nice ride. And love the, where's the beach? I got to get to the beach shot. It's just my favorite. You guys are just, it's a beautiful couple. Love that, huh? Just fantastic, huh? Everyone has to say, yeah, just fantastic. Pseudo in the house. I want to say hello. You guys are making just great gains. You guys are doing well. And here we have Lars. Lars, it's so nice to see you and your family again. We just like to say hello to you guys. So this is my way of going through and saying hello to you, letting people in. You guys, it's a small group here. So it's just, that's what we want. It's kind of the exclusivity, etc. So B1 Life, brother, is in the house. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. We're excited that you're here. And also, of course, Nikaya with the 10 grand day, the hot hand. And Nikai, you protect those profits, brother. I'd like to see that again. If we can repeat that again, we have Kent Gifford in the house. What's up, Kent? Nice to see you. Peace out. And we got David Sweet. What's up, David? Rough and tough, but hey, he's not so rough and tough. He's awesome. He's a nice guy. Nico, wanted to say hello to you. We haven't said too much recently, but I know it's nice to have you in. And cool shot, bro. Just looks like you're chilling. Looks like real smooth. And you guys, we'll go through some more. But we got Mission to the Moon, etc. We got some new individuals joyriding. You guys, if you're new and you have not, if you're new to the station and you have not signed up, I mean, we got a lot of action on Twitter, etc. But as you're new to the station, you need to go to the search box, okay? And the search box is the search box on Twitter. Type in The Kingdom. TheKingdom, The Kingdom. This is the crypto kingdom, okay? But The Kingdom, it'll say go to the kingdom. Click on that, and you guys who are new, in the VIP, you'll get to the crypto kingdom. You'll see the space ranger with the glowing eyes. You'll see exclusive VIP club. Click on follow, turn on notifications, and you'll see just here professional financial analyst for years, guys, out of Duke University, former U.S. presidential advisor, and that's just the truth. And then prior hedge fund expertise, just private. Just, personal private deal had put together in the past. It worked out well. It was a fun experience. Let's see. No financial advice, not financial advice. I may hire a trader or hire a broker, but I'm certainly not going to be one for you guys. I will tell you that. The last thing I want to do is you guys call me at night or in the morning and tell me, well, London, what's going on? You guys are barking up the wrong tree there. That's never going to, I would prefer that to not to occur. So I'm going to put together the community for you guys so you guys can watch the hot hands between this pinned tweet. Go ahead, and the first thing says, The Kingdom. Hello, I'm a VIP. Follow me. So if you guys are new VIPs, go ahead and find your Twitter, make a Twitter, get yourself a handle, do it quickly, click on reply, and guys, be a part of this team on the inside that's achieving phenomenal gains. And click on, just type up, hey, I'm VIP, what's going on? And we'll get it plugged in. We always do. So we're currently up about 22% on Matic. Doge is up about 2%. On the bottom right, you got Doge, and we'll fill up this. We'll fill up the entirety of these if we want to, guys. We'll give you a real good interface that you guys will be really impressed with. I just started. I thought, I was on the phone today with the New York Institute of Finance. Like, what can I do with the screen? How can I better this experience for you guys? And I can, guys. We can lay out if we want to. If we want to lay out 10 different screens, we can do that. We can lay out 10 different screens, all with different triggers on them, and we can talk about. We can have kind of an action network, VIP action network that we're looking at. Exactly what are the best, not just the best one or two that we're looking at, but maybe the best 5, 6, 7 all at one time that are immediately being able to discuss live on TV, and we're able to kind of plan out the trades. I think that's something that you guys would benefit from, and we'll attempt to put all of that all of that together. So let's see. Nikaya has a financial advisor. He makes sure I'm safe. I see better returns. Haha. That's interesting. You probably see better returns than the financial advisor. Potentially, yeah. And you're able to, you see sometimes, I don't know how well you know him, but sometimes you'll deal with the financial advisor, and you'll see him come to you, and I've had some of the best ones come to me, and, they just, I had a bad day, and it happens, everyone, there's variability in the markets. You guys have to know that. So here's a Ferrari. That's a new emoji you guys can work with. Just so you know, there's a new Ferrari in the house. We also have a new space kind of ranger here, this space PNG. We have the Ethereum, the Bitcoin, and the Matic. So these are brand new emojis. You guys can play with those. It's kind of cool. The Ferrari with the Countach, kind of the Lamborghini Countach doors. I wanted to get that to you guys for a while, so you now have that in the chat room to play around with. Everyone's earned a Ferrari, and I want to give a shout out to Mint Skateboards. He was able to help us out, a VIP member, and yeah, so it's much appreciation and gratitude to Mint Skateboards for helping out with that, because that was kind of a delicate project to try and put together a little bitty tiny Ferrari. So I need a really really tiny Ferrari, and it's like okay, we can work on that. So he was very nice, and let's shout out to we got Nikai, we got. Let's see, Ryan, we got James Bond. Ryan has been busy around here recently. Dan Dro is also in the house. And you guys are, I guess, overall doing well. For those of you who are not VIPs, we expect you to be part of that first 100. Just say that, like Lars, definitely, Wow K, we expect you guys to be part of that 100. Lawrence Gomez in the house. Nice to have you in the session, Lawrence. Very, very nice to have you here. Great guy. Pseudo Crypto HQ. Just good guys. Thomas Kelly, I see you hanging around. I don't see you as a member yet. So Thomas, I'm looking at you right now and wondering if if you want a badge next to your name, it would indicate to us that you're in it to win it with us. So that's important for us. We don't focus on huge numbers, but we do like kind of to know. Ruski, how's everything in Russia? Huh? Good to have you here again. St. Petersburg in the house. Nice to have you, Russia. We're doing well here in the United States. We're calling out Matic to our group members, just so we update Russia. It's a pleasure to update Russia, and we called this out, Matic breakout from the channel. The bull flag, which held into formation, Matic has been really fantastic, and we had a circumstance here brought Matic exclusively to our VIP members in this area. Okay, right at around the 78 cents. And thereafter, we've achieved 170%, 180%. That's within the last 8 days. So this has been a phenomenal 180, 189, 180%, more or less, about 100, 180, 180%. So nice in 9 days on a single opportunity for trade. The back door here has all of our kind of privatized exclusive information. So Russia, we look forward to, if you would like to join our VIP, we would be very pleased to have you. We'd be very pleased to have you. So Andrei. Your name is Andrei, huh? I can read Russian, okay? I have to warn you, Russia, I can read Russian. So your name there, if you guys don't understand in the chat room, his name is Andrei. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Andre, but that's how you write Andre in Russian. So welcome, Andre. And yeah, I speak a few different languages. Not much of anything, but I can get by on reading and pronunciation on a basic kind of level. So it's just I decided to sit down. What was it, last summer, and say I want to learn how to read Russian. So I spent some time and went to and just kind of read through some books and kind of learn how to read Russian. So I enjoy reading Russian. I don't understand everything that I'm reading, but I can get through it, get by it. So yeah, I spent like maybe a month and a half just being able to facilitated, being able to read Russian. So I like that. It's nice I enjoy reading Russian. Not always that I would understand everything, but it's impressive the amount of the number of cognates that there are, the kind of word overlapping. You can read the front page of the Moscow Times, and you can understand a lot of it if you just understand how to read Russian. So you guys can do stuff like that on our non-market time. This is market time, right? So let's get in. Let's just kind of review for kind of where we're at. If we look at Harmony One had a great time today, and you beat that Head and Shoulders. I'm so glad you did. Guys, way to push out sideways. Congratulations to the Harmony One team. Everyone, good job. I'll say definitely good job, because I gave a notification, and I was just like, I wanted everyone to know, and this was, I think, something publicly. Sometimes I'll send out something just publicly, but I wanted to everyone to know that, like, yeah, Harmony One, is it the mother of all Head and Shoulders? Because this started to look, dangerous. I'll just tell you, it started to look kind of dangerous. It's a real, it's a real kind of serious deal. So just the formation here of this Head and Shoulder could be massive to the downside. So the fact that you guys picked it up, I sent it out, and it's just almost like someone was watching and said, fine, here, wham, and you guys got back something positively to the upside, because that was about 6 hours ago. Since then, someone decided to pull the trigger and go ahead, reinvest, and bring you back up into this channel and create some positive trajectory, hopefully. So that's so nice for Harmony One. I'm so glad that happened. Just in terms of the other, and it's about a 16% move. The other alternative here, this thrust to the downside, really would have frustrated back to about 10 cents. So instead, you're at about 15. You could have been at 10, maybe even a touch lower than 10. I don't want to say that, but a touch lower than 10. It looks like. From what I understand, we're hearing from Russia that that Twitter is not popular in I don't know about that. I don't know if from St. Petersburg, if that's real. It may not be real popular, but I know the Russian president, I think Vladimir Putin has a little scheduled Twitter account. So I think if he has one, I would think that that maybe maybe you're capable of having one as well. So I think you could do that. That's what I would say. So what I'm going to, and you're not off the hook that easy, Andre. I know Moscow's a tough place, but I have friends here who are from Russia. So, we get through the Russia, and we get through the Twitter. We find a way to do it. We got good friends that are Russians around here. Very, very good friends, and they're very, very Russian. So we welcome you to the group. You're very welcome here. So as we look at that, that could have thrown you guys. This Head and Shoulders could have thrown you guys down into like the 8.5 cent mark. So it was nice. I kind of brought that up in a feed, and it just looked like we need to pick up on this, because it could have thrown you down into like 8 cents, which would have been difficult territory to try and recover from. You've been in and around that before down here, and it took a lot of work to get you back up. So it'd be great if you can complete the trajectory to the upside. That's Harmony One. We have a lot of people that definitely have been with this channel for a long time, and we did a lot of work with that community to reinforce principles of making sure you're more heavily engaged on the downside, increasing your exposure at the lower levels in terms of your capital exposure at the lower levels. All right, so that's been real important, and we're happy. We'll move. Harmony One today gets towards the top. That's very nice. In terms of stability, we're going to probably keep Doge towards the top. Doge is going to be on top, to tell you the truth. In terms of it's performed well amidst everything, as has Matic. Matic has just been tough to beat. If you just look at it, tough to beat like that, guys. It's not, it hasn't stopped. We were concerned about an M pattern formation, and you'll see why as I look into this scenario. Let's detail out what was going on and why I brought it to people's attention to beware. Is that we had achieved an increase in price, we had gone down, then we were increasing again in price before we broke out. So I was watching this like a hawk. I was really, really dialed into this, because we were achieving this upward kind of new channel. This right here, this diagonal pattern that had formed right in here, this diagonal channel to the upside, that's bearish. Typically, if you have something that's continuing to go to the upside like that, that can be bearish unless it's kind of included within the continuation of this bull flag, and we did erupt to the upside. So I was very intently watching this, guys, very intently watching. So as we look at that, it's just, I'm glad that we did that, but I was very, very, very concerned in terms of you guys being aware that this did not occur, because I really try and protect you guys on the downside if you're at all, particularly if you're more heavily involved. And this is just a bearish. This can turn into very quickly something that's very bearish if it gets up here and doesn't want to erupt to the upside. Essentially, you're only going to go up and diagonal for so long. Sometimes you can break out to the upside. I think it's what was Ethereum did that. It got really hot recently. It was an upward channel, and it decided to break out to the upside. This is not Ethereum. Matic is not Ethereum, right? So I was just worried though about. I said just beware. When I say beware, just literally watch your screens. Like make sure you have something, because when you have a pattern like this, whether or not it's Doge, whatever it is, and we have these great patterns, and it's like you need to break out to the upside. You don't need to just start floating along like you're ready to. You don't have the momentum or the push or the capital to really break out. That's not going to get you anywhere long term. That's a dangerous way to go if you guys are trying to look to go up. So the fact that we did break out, that is phenomenal. That's exciting. That's what we want to see. So congratulations to you guys in Matic. Congratulations to all the guys in Harmony One. Nice hit. Hopefully you guys in Harmony One recapitalized at that lower level. Hopefully you made money off the trade. I would like to see you guys make more money off those trades. If you're holding and you're just a big fan and you're like kind of watching the show in terms of the price actions, that's nice too. Nothing wrong with that. As we look into, let's see, Bitcoin, where is Bitcoin at? Well, Bitcoin found a small level of consolidation. Can it kind of recover from here? Wouldn't that be nice? Does it have to run in through this 200-day moving average? Well, I don't know. At this point, I think enough people are kind of fed up, and on both sides of the equation, people are blaming. You're blaming one guy on the planet for your mishaps and your missteps and your inability. I'm just going to say this, guys, your Bitcoin guys, and you guys will receive it well. I just tell you, because you'll understand it's the truth, and if you don't understand it's the truth, then you don't know what you're doing in the market, and you don't understand pricing behavior. and you want someone to talk to you and be all nice to you and be, all sweet to you, bunch of, Lamborghini pushing kind of, want to go, you want to floor it around town with your, your big shot price tag here. That's great. Why didn't you push it on up? Why haven't you pushed this thing on up to a higher level? You frustrated for 3 months sideways. That's kind of annoying for you to continue to tell people to buy your stuff when it's not even really appreciating. It's not even appreciating in price. For 3 months, you've been stuck sideways. Now in 3 months, you're down. So you guys, you big time hitters, you big, corporate guru giants with Bitcoin, fix it. You've been having people buy it the last, and I know good people. I know good people, okay, who have bought in because you guys have been pushing it to buy in. You're not talking about, protecting capital on the lower side like we are. You're not trying to help people. You guys are, what are you? I don't know what you big Bitcoin guys are doing. All right. Elon looked at it like a nice investment. Elon understands it. If he pulls off for I'd say an environmental issue, and like he wouldn't have a right to do that, are you guys going to start talking down to him? I wouldn't want to be on that list. I'm going to tell you that. The guy who's going to potentially take people to another planet. Yeah, I wonder, I wouldn't want to be on the list of people, who I guess don't even care whether or not they would qualify to go. Yeah, just, geniuses they must be, huh? Elon has the ability to allow people to go to another planet. He's got the contract from the U.S. government. And these people who've been frustrated sideways for 3 months, I mean, you had 3 months to do something. You big crew that are pushing options and pushing these different things and hustling up and whatever you're doing, out there. Like, yeah, you've had 3 months to get this thing up. And you frustrated like this. That's embarrassing. It's honestly embarrassing. And then to see you turn on somebody when, just for the fact that the price is frustrated for 3 months. If Elon wanted to pull out of something because the price frustrated for 3 months, give me a break. And now it's his fault. It's not his fault. It's not his fault at all. You have capital recruitment campaigns ongoing everywhere for Bitcoin. You have major corporations whose sole agenda is to recruit capital. And you couldn't recruit any more capital than this. You just go sideways for 3 months. That's and then you blame it on Elon. Give me a break. Just give me a break. If he threw that up in terms of the environmental, I wouldn't blame him if he did throw up the environmental. Right now, we are going to look at the environmental concerns. Let's go ahead and fix it. Why? Because it's boring. It's literally boring to sit and watch and listen to people scream about options and this and that and break to the down, break to the up, and zoom around in Middle Eastern places with little fancy cars and sweat and pour over them their own change of idea every 10 seconds, and half of it doesn't make sense. None of it's coordinated with market kind of mentality. None of it's well educated. Nothing's in line with the demand curve. Nothing's in line with basic principles of economics or business, even from the top-notch, guys in the industry. And I just, that's my 2 cents. I'll say it again because I don't care if Elon did say, well, it's got some environmental concerns. We'd like to take a look at it. We might back off from Tesla's standpoint. Good. Why? Because you frustrated sideways. You guys running the Bitcoin market have frustrated sideways for 3 months. It's boring. It's not making him money anymore. And now you're going to blame him for not helping you more? Go out and do your job. You guys have you have shareholders looking to you for value. You're not doing your job. Everyone's probably upset at Elon because they haven't done their job. So when Elon wants to pull out and be the first mover again, kind of be like, I'm going to step back from this. Why? Because it's not making my shareholders any money. I got to tell you, in the last 3 months, it's just kind of been dead sideways. It's not much of a group, recruitment effort. So, that's just, that's the way I look at it. I wouldn't care if Elon said, I don't know. I just flipped a quarter and it doesn't seem right today. He would have gotten more flack than whatever. He came up with a good business principle. Why don't you guys go fix that? You MicroStrategies, you other guys that are pushing the Bitcoin, why don't you go fix it? Now, I'm a fan of Bitcoin. I like it. It's nice. It's a smooth kind of speculative asset. When it increases in value and you're in it, it's a nice little ride. But that doesn't mean it's going to $1 million. And that doesn't mean that you guys clearly are going to get it there without turning it into tantrum throwers. So, that's just, I throw this stuff back at them because I disagree. And I want the guys, if and when you guys are listening from the New York Institute of Finance that I spoke with today, I want you to kind of know, I got kind of the, a little bit of the, if I'm, what the best way to say that, not a mouth on me, but enough in terms of like a diligent application of market intelligence to be able to tell when people are or they're not performing. So if Elon cut it here and wants to pick it back up and we want to roll to the upside, great. If not, and if he's just tired, he may just be tired of the group. I mean, he may be tired of that as much as they as much as they talk to him about being not uninvolved or, being over-involved in Dogecoin, well, he's not allowed. It's not a real, guys, there's so many replacements for Bitcoin. It's not even funny. There are so many ways to replace Bitcoin yesterday. Already done, seal signed, delivered. It has a lot of institutional support. Yeah, absolutely. And, I just to look at it from Elon's standpoint, invest in what you want to. If you love it, invest in it for your shareholders. If you don't, for whatever reason, to include, if it's just frustrated sideways for a bit, ditch it. You got shareholders. Elon has that's fantastic for him to do something like that. If he doesn't like it, if it's frustrating sideways, just understand they've been unable, amidst all their hype and everything else. They talk Dogecoin hype. There's so much almost illicit kind of action around Bitcoin and the whole flavor of the day and screaming this and that and whatever's going on. Yeah, come on, guys. Come on. At some point, I'm sorry, Dogecoin has it bad? I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about, too. The different people who are on with screaming for 3 months straight, screaming. Okay, screaming for 3 months straight about something. And we're getting a bad reputation because of Dogecoin? And the guy in charge kind of leading the front on Dogecoin came up with PayPal. Oh, I see. But there's a huge problem with Dogecoin, not Bitcoin, right? That's, because what? They filed with the SEC. Well, okay, good. That's important. That is important. That's a regulatory kind of force. You have ETFs. Good. Go for the institutionalization. You kind of try and make this. What was it? Michael Saylor saying that Bitcoin is an orange ball of glowing fire in digital. What is it? Financial cyberspace. It's an orange ball of glowing fire in financial cyberspace. What? Excuse me? You have a corporation? Excuse me? It's an orange glowing ball of fire in financial cyberspace. Oh, I see. You learned that at MIT. I see. Okay. But Dogecoin, I just want to make sure, but Dogecoin, who's being headed up by the PayPal extraordinaire and the guy who is going to build the rockets literally that MIT and all the other universities on the planet are going to study for the next probably 20, 30 years, he's wrong, right? But you guys with the orange ball of glowing fire, I have no idea what they said, but I'm just, if it is, get it operating like that. But don't sell the stuff to people for 3 months in a sideways channel like you don't know anything financially, and you're going to expect everyone to make money. There's zero expectations of anything working out. There is zero expectations from these people as they're pushing sideways in this frustrated top line of the Fibonacci here. They don't have any expectation of this working out. They're sitting there just, frying people's accounts. You have people who've lost, I was going to talk about it. This is not a normal fluctuation, a 30% drop. You got people with $1 million in it just went down to 700,000. Oh, but they should hold on to it even more. Yeah, sure. For the orange glowing ball of fire, that is whatever, however they want to sell it. I'm unimpressed with the entirety of it, that there would be any flack back towards Elon. It is sub-professional. It's illogical, and it just screams of of the nature of a tantrum of a 2-year-old. It's pitiful. So that's it. That's the bottom line. That's it. I'm very happy for Elon going ahead and testing the liquidity of the market. Kind of wake up, people. This thing is frustrated sideways. Where's the demand for this product? Oh, well, there's a demand for everything else that kind of competes for this product, which achieves a better return, which is what you'll never hear from people in Bitcoin. Well, look at the average returns of Bitcoin over the last 10, 20 years, or whatever it is, okay? 298% over the... Okay, well, why is money flowing out of Bitcoin? Because there's better returns here. Well, it's not a store of value. It's not a limitation in terms of the overall max supply. Get into the details, the tokenomics, whatever you want to. There are so many replacements for Bitcoin. It's not even funny. You have marketed Bitcoin. You've marketed it as the key, distinguished, mysterious, Nakimoto, who knows kind of deal. That's fine. You've put your leverage and your equity behind it. Okay. Wow. You could pay someone, $100,000 a year to do that, and buy, say, a couple $1 million in advertising, get that started. That's great. So, you've taken real companies and leveraged those companies into something that's frustrated sideways, irrespective of, and you guys can't, you guys know this. I was doing fibs big time, right? I was talking about this leverage, leveling off for a while. You guys with Harmony One, etc., you know to the extent I would talk about it, you'd always disappear when I talked about it. But that's fine. You guys, if you dig back through the tapes, you'll see just a common, ordinary, sensible approach to what's been going on with Bitcoin. It's nothing new at all. It's been going on for months as people have continued to sell this to people. You see this slope of what's been going on for the number of months. You see how that has been changing for a number of months, and how I've been talking about for a number of months what's coming. And at some point, yes, you will reach something like that that's going to go in that direction. That's going to go to the upside. But this fold over has been coming for a number of months, while anybody with any kind of real business smarts, okay? Anyone with any kind of business smarts is going to understand the nature of what's going on here. And the fact that it's not, and it's just ignored, and you have indication, okay, after what? Indication number 1. Boom, in March, okay? So we go from the January event, it's really on and through December to January, through March, through April. You see what's happening? Yeah. Through May, and you're still in this area. People are selling it to people like it's got to go. Like it's the next best thing wrapped up in it's a golden goose. No, I'm just like, really, and you market savvy. They just come off as horribly like, either intentionally deceptive. How would you look at this from the U.S. government? Or how would you look at this from like a regulatory standpoint? And I'm not at all. Hey, Shannon, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat. VIP Shannon in the house. But understand this, guys. If you know market theory, if you understand, okay, kind of wave, if you understand the markets at all, okay, if you understand the nature of like a trend, what is occurring here with the price action from January, February, March, April, into May, if you understand the market at all, yeah, well then you understand exactly the fact that these guys who've been pushing this thing up, it's to the point either they're ignorant, and they don't understand market theory, or they're horribly, intentionally deceptive. And I want you guys be aware of that. Okay? Be aware of that, because you guys understand, if you understand trend analytics, if you understand basic trends of a market, you experience this. Everyone has experienced this with Bitcoin. Boom, 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 boom. Still selling it like it's the best thing in the world? What is going on? What's going on mentally with these people? There's something going on, guys. We understand that. Yes, people understand that. Well, I've been talking nothing about always protecting yourself on the downside. Always make sure you get a good price, a good entry price. Now, it can go up. It can. At some point, that's what's going to occur. That's what we're going to wait on. And I've always talked about that. Is hitting some point where we're going to be able to go back up. Is it going to be at the 38.2? Is it going to hit in with a 200 moving average? Yeah, we're going to find some sort of a spot of kind of a replay and see if we can reverse this retraction. Some sort of a spot's going to get hit to see if we can effectuate a reversal, because now that's what we need is a reversal. We need a pivot and a reversal to the upside. So we'll get there. But selling this thing out at these levels, it's like if they have to generate the hype and the buzz, I would try and do it. I'll tell you this, I would personally try and do it in a way that doesn't compromise my level of kind of like intelligence or something. Because right now they either look ignorant or purposely deceptive. And I don't think those are two options that we have to take. And I don't mean that meanly. I mean that as a valid kind of look at the market in terms of how those individuals are coming off. I think Elon looks very intelligent. All right, and now Elon's not the most popular guy. The SEC has, jawed into him, has kicked him off in terms of being the chairman of Tesla. Okay, he's had some issue, whatever's going on. I could care less. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to kind of evaluate intelligence, market intelligence. Does something seem well-structured, logical? Again, logical, right? Rational, using common sense. If we operate with rationale, if we operate with logic, if we operate with common sense, then we're gonna understand. We're gonna see this happening. We're gonna feel this occurring. All right. So otherwise, if we're not operating with those baseline kind of fundamentals, then guys, we're going to lose money in the market. Right? We know it's happening. We don't want to believe it's happening. We feel the frustration in the price, but we have to. We have to do. That's so nice. Appreciate that, Russia. Yeah, everybody hit the like button. Everybody go ahead and hit the like button. We really need to work on likes. We have 136 people. This is a good crowd. You guys hit the like button, smash it. This is good. This is good information. This is good market intel rundown on Bitcoin. All right, and we'll get through all the rest. We're having a hot day, guys. Matic, we've been killing it, guys. We've been totally killing it with our VIP group. Completely killing it. Like day after day, just bam. We're up 180%. Is 180% on Matic? I think we're the first channel to bring it to our guys, our crew, our VIPs. You guys join us up. We have a great, so what is it? What is it? Nikia, one of our VIPs, up 10 grand today. Nice move, Nikaya, that's how you pronounce it. Not Nikia, sorry. Nikaya, up 10 grand today. You guys know that? 10 G's? Like, that's nice. I'm going to go ahead and bring that up. We have a good group here now, about 130 people for you guys to know. Yeah, Nikaya in the house, our exclusive VIP access, 10 G's today. Boom. Congratulations, Nikaya. Very well done. Very well done. We have a very classy crowd. So we're talking about Bitcoin. You guys want to join us? Go ahead and join us. We got a good international crowd. We know what we're doing. They know what they're doing. Let me say that. And we're just talking about like Bitcoin. Where are we at? What's going on with Bitcoin in the market? Are you going to achieve a reversal here? The dynamics of the market supporting Elon, absolutely supporting Elon. Why? Because again, I don't care if Elon in this area says, yeah, you know what? I don't like it because of the reason for me is whatever. That's unimportant to me. What his reason is, his timing tells me he's intelligent. He's going ahead and backing off of something at a time when he's been frustrated for 3 months on behalf of his corporation. Genius. If I'm his shareholder right then, I'm like, this guy, he's made of gold, right? Because right here, bam. Why? Because it's been 3 months you've been sideways. I mean, you expect Tesla to channel trade and come up with, swing trade, desks for Bitcoin and start working options? No, you're into it for the accumulated, effect, the value appreciation. I mean, you're not going to start, we have an options trading desk in the back of Tesla. No, it's not a brokerage house. It's a store of value, and that's absolutely Elon's his prerogative to communicate. They have a very sophisticated. I'm going to say, from what I can tell, they have a very sophisticated markets department. Okay, Elon does, Tesla does, because they're right on in terms of timing. Testing liquidity here, bam, right? Why? Because you had just underperformed. You had underperformed, and what did he get you at to perfectly? He literally, when he tested the liquidity, guys, he perfectly got you back in to the top level. And you want to talk about a market mover, you guys give Elon some credit. Check this out. What did he do when he tested liquidity in here and around late April? You guys remember that move? Boom, that was a big move. What happened? He tested the liquidity, and he hit perfectly, wham, right here on the 23.6 Fibonacci. Beautiful move. Beautiful, beautiful move. That's Elon's move right there. That's Tesla right there. Literally with a $1 trillion market cap, no problem. Just wham, perfect. Right onto your 23.6 predefined level. Predefined for what? For someone like Elon to hammer in on the exchanges and everything else and just wham, right in line with this 23.6. Meanwhile, we're having discussions with individuals that are learning the Fibonacci's, and they're like, well, I guess this works. I don't know. I really have to think about these Fibonacci's. I really have to see whether or not this is really a part of market intelligence and principles, whether or not we can really incorporate this into our holdings. And I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, right? But what happened? Elon steps in back in I say late April, right? And he literally liquidates it, just crashes it straight down onto, and this is like the discussion was over with me and my subscribers, everything. I'm like, do you see what just happened? Complete fulfillment of the first line of the Fibonacci retracement, bam. And they're like, I can't believe this. I'm like, it's the Fibonacci. It's been working like this for hundreds of years. And I can say that till I'm blue in the face, but the fact that you guys see it like that, and that Elon's the dynamic force in this, it really becomes fascinating, guys. It really turns into something that you look at and say, there's a larger dynamic to this psychologically, right, and functionally that have to deal with what I always talk about. It deals with the growth, okay, with the growth of the price action. It encompasses all the psychology. It encompasses all those market moves, all of the kind of the thresholds and limitations, the tolerances of how things work, all are within the scope of Fibonacci. All right? And that's why it's a market tool. It's built into your trading platform. Okay, it is built into your trading platform. So you guys just appreciate that and understand in terms of Elon. You want someone who's going to appreciate him. This channel, I mean, check it out, guys. Check it out. He completes the top level of this Fibonacci when in perfect timing, because you went frustrated up from the 56 to the 61, 56 to 61K on Bitcoin. Then you went from 61 to 64. It's kind of like, okay. You kind of get the picture. It's rolling over, and just wham, you hit down to 23.6. The fulfillment and the establishment of the top of this Fibonacci sequence, letting you know, yep, we're in the top channel right now. We have maxed out. We're in the top channel. Then what happens next? Perfect. So Elon saying here, in spite of quote unquote testing. He's testing, testing the liquidity down to a perfect level, right? Then the next move up, and he's like, yeah, we don't like it right now. Yeah, I wouldn't like it either if I had, and I'll tell you, I didn't, and it's gone, right? Mine, gone, right? In good timing. I'll just say in good overall timing in terms of what all holdings, et cetera, gone. So I don't blame Elon at all. Oh, no, we have to hold on. I'm not one of these guys that wants to watch anything decrease in value. I don't think you get any points at the end of the day for, being, wounded through a huge, devaluation of your holdings. That's not what, it's not what I'm into. So as we look at things, we're applying this over to like Dogecoin. Dogecoin's held up phenomenally well. All right, it's currently in kind of a diagonal channel, what you call a bull flag. It's doing well. I'd like to see it break out of that channel. It can. I'm not, in terms of as we look at the difference between Bitcoin and Dogecoin, guys, there's just been a phenomenal demonstration. I'm trying to get to a time frame here. Excuse me here. There's just been a phenomenal demonstration of the culture as it applies to Bitcoin vis-a-vis or in comparison to, I'd say, like a good guy. Okay, like a good guy like Elon and his group. We have seen the Bitcoin crew show their face, right? It just maybe more than that, but it's been untenable to watch as they're criticizing. It's been so out there. What they have been involved in is so out there. Okay, the Bitcoin crew in terms of that culture has been so pressing and so full of. I mean, yes, it's got some language behind it. They have developed the vocabulary. They have gotten into the institutional framework of a speculative investment. Okay, from the bonds to inflationary discussions, everything else, but it's just wrapped up with like a real kind of level of lack of distinction. I'd say there's just a lack of distinction on behalf of what we're seeing in the Bitcoin market, and it's topped off on perfectly by the fact that they cannot tolerate someone who, while it's being frustrated, even who has a duty to their shareholders, says, you know what, guys, you're not cutting it here. And it's not Elon's job to build up Bitcoin. That's not his job. He knows, like anyone else, that one businessman can do so much, and that's not his full-time job. He's taking people to space. He's doing all types of different things. So, while they're outrageously overreacting in Bitcoin and kind of showing their lack of culture, I'd say, dignity, respect, things of that nature, he's all absolutely welcome to say he doesn't want Bitcoin. And they're just like, hyperactive children, essentially, with like, half developed like investment mindsets. I'm unimpressed. I guess the bottom line, I'm talking negatively. I'm unimpressed. And I wish I weren't unimpressed, because I think those people have a lot of potential to them. And that's the one compliment I'll say. I think they have a lot of potential to them. And I've unimpressed myself times in the past. So, what has impressed me is Dogecoin. It's honestly impressed me. Okay, it's impressed me. Its ability to stand up in the face of huge market losses like with Bitcoin, right? It impresses me where it's at right now. That it's already, it's kind of on the second phase here, and I'd like to see it kind of moving up. That amidst the move down yesterday, it wasn't even phased, not at all. So it's on a different path, and I like the framework of Elon with PayPal and everything else in his past. I think it makes sense to be a little bit interested in Dogecoin, like kind of seriously interested in it. So that's more than my 2 cents. And in terms of the critique that I offer, I think that it makes a difference, or else I wouldn't say it. All right, I wouldn't also like top it up with put a whipped cream and a cherry on top of that sundae and just say, well, okay, look, I do think that there's potential, which is probably why it does bother me. I think there is potential there in the market by those market participants, and that they have a better education than that. And that's the one thing. The ones that don't, you can clearly see it, right? The ones that do not have this real good education, in the Bitcoin, industry, and the ones that are just pushing and taking money and signing people up on Bybit and ByChance and bye-bye. Yeah, go ahead and sign up on bye-bye. Put in your $10,000 and bye-bye. What happened? Well, I put it on bye-bye. Oh, that's the reason they call it that, probably. It's just, you don't get involved in options like that. You don't involve people who aren't sophisticated market participants to get involved in the market like that. People just lose their money. Well, they think they're just going to get free money. It just doesn't make sense at all. We have right now really good news. We'll break some great news now. Drill Doc. We have Drill Doc that has just entered into VIP zone. That is good news. That's very nice. That's great news. Drill Doc. I want to go ahead and would like to know where you're from. Let's go ahead and welcome Drill Doc in. We're gonna get you involved in our back door. Nikaya is the guy of the day. 10K today. Nikaya raked in about 10 grand, and that is moving. Thomas Kelly also joining into base camp. Congratulations, Thomas. I know you've been hanging out. Congratulations. Very good, very good. So Nikaya's got the hot hand. Drill Doc, as you look in and joining VIP, I want to show you just some of the individuals in terms of what is, it looks like also Thomas Kelly. We got Thomas Kelly that's going to be joining too. I'll get a notification on that in a second here. So what we have is Drill Doc. Okay, Drill Doc. We just want to bring up just kind of some of the nice people. We got Lars here. We've got. I'm just scrolling through some people here. Let's look at. What do we got? Some newer people here recently that I can talk about. Here's Cruz. Cruz with the boat in the water. The boat floats. Nice, beautiful picture. We like that boat. We have just some really great people that have recently joined. You'll find financial professionals. You'll find, just a good group of people here. So this is your group, your go-to group in terms of ability to interact. This exclusive VIP access is going to give you access to the charts. We got our kind of extraordinary, distinguished individuals, and it's not pretentious. We got heavy hitters, we got military stout, loud and proud. We got it all. Shout out to Jason's lit. That's Jason's lit, and he's lit up with more than it ain't a drink, right? We also have the nice, this wow K. We got all kinds of stuff. So we got shout out to Jay. I want to say Jay. There you are, Jay. Shout out to just everybody. To David. What's up, boss man? We just have a great group. Shannon, just people who, the thing that I'm impressed with is you guys. There's David. We're just able to see you guys trade. And I know that when I talk about something, you guys listen to it and you agree with it, or else you wouldn't be a member of the VIP. And that's nice. That's really what we want to see is that, when I talk about protecting yourself on the downside, and you guys see me get worked up sometimes, but you understand that also. It's just like, well, he's saying that because people lose money. Yeah, people come and talk to me later on, and they're like, we're too involved at the top end. Not because of me, ever. You're not going to hear me on a tirade going through and selling something out as some, global, reckoning force that's going. I'm not into that, guys. I'm always reasonable. And it's not financial advice. It's just the heavier guys on the street who have played well over the years, they're more heavily involved. They're ready to double down at the lower levels. And it's funny, Michael Saylor said that yesterday in his tweet. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. He's asking people to double down now. I would see why, but my philosophy is in no way connected with Michael Saylor. If he were to join and want to be a part of the VIP, I would welcome him. I would probably have some ground rules. It's not an orange glowing ball of fire in financial cyberspace. Okay, Michael? I would probably have to literally, I'm not kidding, guys. I don't allow shilling. Seriously, guys. If he wanted to join the VIP, I would literally have that as a ground rule. So, as we get into that, it's just the truth. Because I don't want people involved in it at a higher level, believe it or not. Like, I have some principles that involve people not being overcommitted at higher levels. So what? So that they have the ability to double down. What he's asking to do right now, what Saylor's getting involved in, is asking people to double down at lower levels. When what? Well, when they've already been involved in the world's greatest currency throughout this whole time. Oh, I see. Oh, so now everyone's supposed to have backup cash. I see. Okay. I see. Because before, I want to make sure, because with Saylor and everybody else, before, you were it didn't make any sense not to have all your money involved in it. I just want to make sure, for the record, right? Because, before it was the only thing to have. Now you're supposed to have twice as much to throw into it. I see. I see. Okay, so that's how you get your investment licked, right? That's how you get licked in a market, right? Yeah, we're not about that. That's not what we're involved in. We're very measured, okay? And again, it's just in terms of we follow the demand curve. We follow like structured thinking of like more demand at lower levels, achieving a good price. We worry about not just what to invest in. It's the greatest thing in the world. A great investment, if you put in 10%, guys, it'll make you the other 90%, right? We know that. If you would have bought Microsoft early on, if you would have bought, Google early on, well, you could. Everyone wants to leverage the house and the farm and the farm and the ranch. Give me a break, guys. 10% of the investment that you think you need to put in, if it's a good investment, it'll make the other 90%. That's just the way we look at things. So let's get into. Let me go ahead and put this down here. Well, we'll bring back up Doge. You guys can look at your Doge chart. It's also on the bottom right of your screen. You guys, we appreciate having you. For those of you returning, it's fantastic. Hit the like button. Go ahead and everybody hit that like button. Let's smash that. Let's hit for Drill Doc. Let's say Drill Doc, congratulations. And let me put Drill. Can you provide me your Twitter handle? There we go. Welcome to VIP. Very good. Thomas Kelly, also, we want to welcome you. You've been hanging out. We just, we do tell people like, YouTube allows it and we insist on it. You guys can get your badge next to your name. That's really nice. So we currently have, 68 members, okay? 68 members. Drill Doc, the reason it's important that you're able to get in now is that we're working towards 100. We're working towards 100 VIP members. What we're doing is we're formulating that first 100 group, and when that 100 is put together, we have just some really nice people. Amanda, nice to see you. Amanda Luchard, beautiful, just a wonderful woman. Omer, Australian, great, beautiful family. Just good people, guys. So as we look at this group, this first 100 is just it's a good group of people who love technicals. Right? They love technicals and they're able to communicate. And guys, it's a skilled kind of level of leadership and application of what I'm seeing is like, they understand. If we talk about not being overexposed at higher levels, they get it, right? They absolutely get it. And that's just, it's nice. So let me go ahead. Luke, it looks like you can't be messaged right now. You need to change that, please. On your Twitter, please change that, and I'll add you into that list real quickly, and we'll get you involved in that so you're set up and ready to go. All right, let's see. I need you to change that on your deal there. I've added you to the listserv, and guys, the listserv is just that's the feed. Okay, it's going to have the complete feed of the charts, different things that are being communicated back and forth. Some fun stuff, right? We're going to shout out to look at Emily. Look at her and her family. Hey, Emily. We love that picture. It just brings joy to us. A lot of you guys put on awesome pictures. And let me bring this up because Drill Doc, you're about to go over to just in general to the Twitter. And hey, Peruski, very nice. Peruski, Russia's here. That's nice. Appreciate that very much. Very nice, very nice. As you look at finding me, you'll go to The Kingdom, TheKingdom, The Kingdom. It's a nice little Twitter digital asset we have. We appreciate that. Just a functional asset. Click on Go to the Kingdom. It won't be one of these, Drill Doc. You'll have to click on Go to the Kingdom there at the bottom of the menu. Make sure you do that. Go to the Kingdom. Then you'll see here Crypto Kingdom, crypto with a K. You'll see the exclusive VIP, etc. Click on notifications. Click on follow. You'll see professional financial analyst for years, okay, after Duke, getting out of Duke, and former U.S. presidential advisor, and that would be me, and prior hedge fund expertise, just private, small hedge fund, etc. Lots of fun, lots of stress, interesting stuff. No, I'm not a Series 7 advisor to you. I will never be your money manager. That is not my intention whatsoever at any point in time. We are facilitating a group to get together so that you guys can capitalize on kind of the community dynamic of kind of bettering yourself and having that necessary kind of, right now you have 68 people who have, a lot of you guys have phenomenal guys, you're having good days, you're executing on trades. It says here, not financial advice, okay? Go to the first pinned tweet, Drill. Click on the comment section and just write me in that, yeah, I'm a new VIP, and I will put you on. Right now, I need you to change your account so that I can direct message you. Change that message on your account so I can put you in with our exclusive VIP access, and we'll get that solidified for you. That also, let me just explain the community tab on the Crypto Kingdom YouTube station. The community tab, you now have access to that, and you'll now be able to see the different calls that we're making here. Okay, just different things that are indicated technically. Okay, they're technically indicated, which means based upon kind of the theoretical, based upon all we know of academia, that we can that we can suck in from academia, we can apply to a circumstance, right? And this stuff's it's studied. Like yesterday, I was on the phone with the New York. What was that today? Yeah, the New York Institute of Finance, right? So this was a situation 100% possible. This was on Sheeb. It was just technically indicated on the price. What happened after I posted it? It went up 100. I wrote in here about 119%. It went up about 123%. Okay, so those are the types of calls, like this is technically indicated that, the crowd, you're going to be able to get access to that on the daily. So this is just that's the Crypto Kingdom, crypto with a K. I'm London. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. We want to welcome, definitely welcome. Let's see here. Drill Doc is brand new. Drill Doc is brand new to VIP Zone. We love that. And let's see, who else do we need to kind of welcome? Just everybody who's joined recently. We have 68 of you, and you guys just welcome each other. That's the good thing. At this point, I can kind of take a back seat because you're realizing, this is rolling forward. You got 68 people to help you do charts, to help you scout out what's the next hot trade. 68 people to communicate about, people who are involved in the market and savvy and have business experience, and some have really hot hands. You got it, huh? You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a real good time, and you see the value. It's like, well, I'm gonna have 68 people who want to invest a little bit, just a touch into a community, and say, yeah, I'm gonna be a part of this. Yeah, so we're busy upgrading things here for you guys. We're busy, small things, small deal. But we're busy, like if you look down in this area below here. We just say, okay, today we want to put up an extra chart. So you always have the Dogecoin chart there below, okay? That's just important for us to look at that. That's, I think that's a good, I dealt with, today I dealt with that New York Institute of Finance. So, I just thought that was maybe important. And you guys see I can adjust that screen on the bottom. You should look at the bottom right. I can now adjust that screen. We can do kind of different things with this screen, and we could just show you. For instance, if we want to highlight the let's highlight the bull flag on that. There you go. Let's highlight the bull flag, and let's put a kind of an indicator on that. Let's put a kind of an alert system right here. Let's go ahead and make sure we have that alert on. Yeah, we see the bottom right screen over there. Yeah, we've got that alert on. Okay, so we're going to start feeding through some different kind of levels of technology to you so that you guys can appreciate what this channel is going to turn into and be like, yeah, it's going to be cool. We're going to have maybe 5, 6, 7, things lined up, and we won't have to be flipping back and forth between, between all the different, things. We'll have kind of, it's going to be nice, guys. I think you're going to like it. I tell you it's going to be nice, but that first 100 is going to be real key. Okay, it's going to be real key. So it's just that's going to be kind of the group. It's not going to be a cut off. There's going to be still some additional things that develop. But yes, definitely that's going to be kind of a key kind of threshold level for us to reach, and you guys to be say, we were part of the first 100 because you're going to be a specific group. So if you guys also, if you have individuals that you want, that you also want, you're too excited for AMC today. What's up, David? Good job. I don't know if you're on options of what you're doing. Just don't want to see you get washed out. Always have backup capital. That's the only thing. The guys who do well have backup capital. Don't leverage the down to selling the bike. I even sold my bike, man. Oh no, you sold the cruiser, huh? No, I understand the vet, man. Everyone's kind of saying, man, time to get rid of that vet, but you sold the bike. No, right? We don't want to hear stories like that. Yeah, so y'all don't get into that. Huh? We don't do that. We're in it for the long haul. You guys have been enjoying the last month or 2 months. Yeah, we're going to enjoy the next, number of years. We enjoy this stuff. I think a lot of people could have retired. Yeah, we don't want. Appreciate that, James. Thanks for that in the comment section. We don't. Yeah, everybody had the opportunity to get out of this game, right? Everyone, I think people are good enough. We definitely could have gotten out of this game. We enjoy this game. This is a fun game. We like markets, absolutely. And that's just kind of where I'm at. We don't need to be doing this. We enjoy this. It's fun. So Jeff Arnett in the house. Jeff Arnett, it's nice to have you. Definite VIP. Definitely just good group. You guys are doing a great job. Look at this price action. From where we brought this to the VIP section, bam. And not on a program like this. It was on a back channel. Like, hey, guys, check this out. This looks interesting, right? And then sure enough, So nice, nice move. Defying convention, big time. Outlier event. Everyone getting interested in this, right? Yeah. So this is where we brought it to you. That's about right. This one here could have been predicted, probably, a news-based situation, just time to, build this thing on up. So our exposure here is nice, okay? My exposure here is nice, just in terms of a disclosure. Not that I need to make one, but yeah, my exposure to this is nice. It has been, and that's the reason I brought it to you guys. I think it's a nice one, and it's continued to outperform the markets. So yeah, we'll continue to discuss it. We'll get back to Doge. Let's talk about Doge. Really excited to have additional VIPs. You guys take advantage of that, because soon we're going to be at 75, then soon we're going to be at 80, then soon we're going to be at 90, and we're going to be at 95. We'd be like, guys, there's only 5 left. And you guys know we're going to go through that, and I appreciate you guys putting up with the discussion. But as you meet the new people who come in, you'll see them filter in through the comment section. You'll be talking with them. You'll be understanding, like, yes, you're building your community right now, and it's exciting, because you have to think. I mean, we could be starting at 1. We're not starting at 1. I mean, I don't mean harm anyone, but we have 68 right now. So yeah, you're building some momentum in terms of like the growth dynamic. You're doing a great job. Yeah, it's nice, and yeah, it's solid, very solid. So yeah, looking forward to additionals. Let's appreciate it. AMC getting a lot of action, huh? Just want to know, huh? AMC, that's the deal, huh? It didn't do that well. I mean, it did all right, brother, but AMC stock chart, huh? I just want to say, I mean, people like it, they don't like it, but it's all right, I mean, it's okay, right? Let me look at I'm going to look on the side action here on AMC. Yeah, it's all right. That's all right. We make moves like that every day, right? I mean, that's okay. It went from $10 to 13 to 14. All right, you got 40%. That's all. You're going to get that with me on AMC. Like, that's it, huh? Now, you do have your days with AMC and everything else. Like, yeah, it's pumping. You guys get into the details of that and enjoy it. So I won't push AMC or GameStop too much. I don't want to get shut down by the street. I mean, it's one thing you guys got your, like, you got your warriors in the back rooms putting together stuff for you. I have a YouTube channel, man. Like, yeah, they know where my channel is. Like, and I'm happy to do that. I'd be happy to have any one of them from the street or anything else. In terms of that, I'd be happy to have them. So let's look at kind of the threshold analysis on this. It looks like I'm just not. I mean, you're gonna let go of this one, right? You're gonna get to the point like, everyone's like, well, we're gonna let go of it here. You can achieve alpha if you want to. Alpha is the percentage by which you're able to beat the market. Definitely. But something starts to go like this, just beautifully like this, you just start to be like, and around these areas, it's like, well, it's just moving very nicely, isn't it? Yeah, it's moving very nicely. So you can trade it. A lot of people just have to trade. They love to trade, right? At this point, it's like, just, people hold a position, right? Hold in position. It's kind of like what you guys are doing, like with Matic. People making a lot of good money, doing very well. And it's an example of I like the days when people just say, and it's just the truth. They say, well, I cleared out I paid for the first year of VIP in like the first 2 days, right? That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Let's see what we got. Looks like we have another Mech Tech. All right, Mech Tech, what's going on? Mech Tech, very cool name. I like Mech Tech. This is interesting. Very, very interesting. Let me check out and see what do we have here. Let me look into kind of the back door and see if I can get a little more information on Mech Tech. What do we got right here? There we go. See all, and dun. I'm not seeing that. I have to pull up on the other frame. I got like 2 or 3 screens going on because of this new bottom right screen that we have. Here we go. Now I'm able to pull this up. There it is. It looks like Mech Tech has joined up in Basecamp. Way to go, Mech Tech. You like it, Basecamp. We formulated Basecamp. I'll just show you. We're looking at Harmony 1 now. Let's look at Dogecoin. We had formulated it because there were a lot of people. I mean, a lot of push was going on in the markets, and we formulated it in this area here. Okay, so we formulated it here before we really went up into that next zone. Right, so we did that because we thought we thought it was going to go up. So I mean, look, it's not been that long, okay? We formulated it around here. This has been about, that's 16 days. We've had the memberships, I want to say, for, let me actually look at the exact nature of this. We've had them for let's see, 12, yeah, 15 days. So that's right in line. So about 15 days, almost 2 weeks, and we're building about 70. So yeah, we should definitely, I hope we hit that goal. I think we should, right? And in about 2 weeks, we've hit 70 VIPs. In MechTech, we hope you're going to want to come up to the VIP level. You're probably obviously interested in, I'm going to say you're interested in technical analysis. You're interested in trying to capitalize on the market. And the best thing I can do is put you in touch with the other individuals who think just like you. All right, so it's a good crowd. They're not. You're not going to find like any kind of a pressure situation in terms of like self-discipline, control. It's kind of a smooth crowd. It's a good thing if you want to jump on up to that. The base camp is just they're kind of here for the and I appreciate it because you're here for the crew, and we know that you kind of belong here, and you're probably thinking about the VIP. You want to see maybe some of the returns. You want to see how things work out over the period of time and a few days. So yeah. Hamo Memo, what you got here? Hamo's another, he's a VIP. He's asking a question. Cheers, London and Mods. Been a lurker for a while. Keep up the great work. Cool, MechTech. I'm glad that you're shouting out. You're more involved. Because we've been hitting it. If you've been around, you've been seeing. Okay, you go ahead and do it, huh? Yeah. So it makes sense that you're signing up. That things are making sense. We look forward to welcoming you. If you've been around, it's interesting. You've been quiet, so you guys all hit that like button for MechTech. That's a good deal. Everybody hit that like button for him and everybody else who's around. And we're just having it's a fantastic day here. It's one of those days where this is why we're around, because everything's kind of we're kind of in a good zone, right? With what's going on with Dogecoin, we're appreciating Dogecoin. We're appreciating it in comparison to not hating on any kind of crowd, but Bitcoin has been doing well. Dogecoin right now looks like a great hedge. Yeah, it's looking really strong. Like, yeah, from a fundamental standpoint, if you were to look at Dogecoin right now, total market cap, et cetera, how it's behaved, in comparison to, just as a financial instrument, an asset, it's looking strong on kind of like a hedge basis or an alternative investment. I'll say an alternative too. And maybe the tokenomics don't sound right. Well, if anyone can explain to me how the $5 billion a year, let's get into that and let's discuss it. How do the $5 billion a year are devaluing the currency? I would like to kind of know that. I mean, I would like to kind of know how that's built into the price, because I don't see that anywhere in the price. Okay, so we could come up with a strategy on that, but I'm not seeing that. I'm just not seeing that. If it wants to be used as currency, a lot of people, I'll tell you, speed of transaction is huge. You guys go buy something. Go out and buy something at a store. Count the seconds. Either you have to hand over cash or you have to wait for something, and then get the more. When you experience something that's quicker, it's like, whoa, that's nice. Yeah, that component that we're in terms of the speed, the efficiency of transactions is a big deal. The guy who built PayPal is working on that, right? Yeah. So yeah, I would anticipate that. It may seem kind of weird right now. It's like, okay, it's a Doge meme. Hey, it's PayPal. I wouldn't have thought, oh, sure, that's going to be on everything. Huh? It would probably look silly in the very beginning too. So that's fine. And I'm not this exclusive kind of, I'm not. What do you say? I'm just not. As we look like you're going to be an egocentric person. I'm only going to focus on myself. I don't do that with coins or investments. I always look at price. I'll look at CVS pharmacy chart if it can teach me something about what I'm invested in with Dogecoin, or teach me something about what I'm invested in with Matic. Yeah, I'll look at the historical oil prices over the last 100 years, and I'll dig into that on an afternoon to understand, well, how can I apply that to kind of what I'm looking at right now, right? So I'm very into like all the different tools. I'm very different. We're a lot of you are. That's why you guys are members. I think we've actually passed. We'll just stick on the Doge. I know you guys want to see both the Doge chart. That's on the bottom right. Okay, it's in line, but that's the bull flag you're looking at. And it's interesting because as you look at Matic was in a bull flag too. Matic has broken out. If you guys want to look at the details of what the breakout would be for Doge, it's going to be a nice hit, guys. If and when it can break out and really achieve technically what it's supposed to, it's going to be it should be around a 40% hit for Dogecoin. That's a nice move if it can make it technically, if it can survive that. There's a lot of pressure on Doge to perform technically and kind of fundamentally when both are kind of not brought into question, but it operates around Elon a lot, and he's kind of there. He was elected as the CEO. Right? They did one of these flash polls on the social media. He was elected as the informal CEO. So, he kind of took that position. It's kind of cool. I know Cuban and some other guys are very into just the possibility of it. It's just different. I like it because it is a little bit different. And it's not necessarily like, what I'm going to ask you guys, you're going to go to Harvard and study it? Probably. You don't think that way, but you're probably. Yeah, you're going to go to Harvard and probably study at a Harvard Business School. All right. Well, because now we have to look at that. It's because, the street, it doesn't have the street credit, it doesn't have this and that. I bet you wind up seeing it in some case books at Harvard. I bet you wind up studying it in some different with some different issues. So that's nice, huh? Yeah, people like, yeah, no, you're right. You're going to go to Harvard Business School. You're going to study it. Yeah. Okay. So interesting, very interesting, and that's just the truth. I bet you that happens. So let's think about that. Huh? They're going to be studying. I bet they study Dogecoin as from a few different standpoints, and a lot of interesting aspects to that, because you're gonna ask. Essentially, what you're going to get into is, even from a disruptive standpoint, you may go to Harvard and become certified in disruptive theory, right? So as you look at Dogecoin, it may pull you into a circumstance where you're looking at what's the disruptive element and force of, even on a comparative basis with Elon's, what I like, comparative basis with Elon's responsibilities to the shareholders of Tesla, being holders of Bitcoin. How is that managed from a governance standpoint of Tesla? Board of directors, those are some big questions, huh? Yeah, those are some big questions. We like that. That's the way to think. Nice way to think there. While Elon's involved in both conflicts of interest between Dogecoin and Bitcoin, between the two markets, how to capitalize on an internalized basis if you're Tesla or Elon, from even a position of authority that he has on behalf of the board of directors of Tesla. Yeah, and him individually and his role, and the chairman, the CEO, the president of the corporation, and how he's, presenting something which is disruptive potentially to, you guys get this, huh? That's a nice discussion, huh? On behalf of Elon. That's where the case study comes in. That's where Dogecoin pops up, and it's like, whoa. Yeah, he's got some people working on this, guys. You have to know that big time for the level of business acumen that he has. His resume, his credentials precede him, obviously, but yeah, he's got people working out the dynamics of his involvement in Dogecoin, the disruptive force, or, kind of the conflict of interest also that it could represent to his shareholders, to him individually, his legal liability. There's a lot going on. So for him to just pick up, his cell phone and want to tweet, how cool, huh? He's got some major true grit, I'd say. Think about that, guys, because he's representing a potential disruption to Bitcoin. Dogecoin's doing better on a comparative basis right now in terms of maintaining its strength, and it's about to really go up to the upside, achieve a better return, and he doesn't care. He doesn't really care, right? Elon's a pretty tough dude, huh? As you look at a stout dude, you think, well, nice guy, he's real peaceful. He's pretty, He'll cut it down. He'll get the job done. But he's not a take no prisoner style deal. But it's pretty rough. It's pretty tough stuff. I like that. As we look at the different him being studied as kind of a business figure, that's pretty tough stuff, guys. He's got his own deal, his own interest, while he has a fiduciary interest to his shareholders. Okay. I wonder how many of his shareholders are involved in Dogecoin. I would expect to see a relatively high percentage of people that may also be involved in Dogecoin, because if you're an investor in Tesla, you're getting the annual reports. I used to make those reports for corporations, for one corporation I worked for, public entity. I'd write up some annual reports, 10Ks, etc. Right? So, but in the context of that, he's got those shareholders, he's got duties, delegated duties in his role as president and CEO. Yeah, so he's got that duty, and then he's got this whole other balanced arm of Dogecoin. And right now, there's been a big split. So it's cool to watch somebody manage like that. Those are the types of issues which you would start to discuss in a class at Harvard or wherever. That you start the local community college. It doesn't matter, but I bring up Harvard. Some of you guys have been. So that is nice. I'm going to check the Twitter so we can plug in. We want to plug in Drill Doc into the. And what is Drill Doc? What is that? You don't tell me you're a dentist. If you are, that's good. Or are you? Tell me what you got. If you're an oil worker, it could be either one, right? That'd be cool to know. Can you drop that in the comments? Let me go ahead and see on Twitter real quickly if we've got Let's see what we got. Dun. Shout out to Jason. Jason's lit. What's up, Jason? Nice to have you in the VIP. Very nice to have you. We like that. Tactical approach. Just doing a good job serving the country. We're very excited to have you here. Let me see what we got. Let me look at. There we go. Panango. What's up? What's up? Isn't that nice, huh? What a nice picture. Look at Drill Doc in the house. Very nice, huh? Very, very nice. VIP in the house. Let me go ahead and add you to the deal here. Let me add you to this group. Let me go ahead and put you in here. There you go. There you go. We got Drill Doc in the house. We got Luke in the house. Nice to have you in VIP. And we're going to plug you in right now to the... everyone welcome Luke. Huh? Everyone welcome Luke. Congratulations, guys. We're almost at. We're going to be at 70 traders to VIP. That's going to be. It's just it's an exclusive VIP access, guys. We're covering things like charts. Like today, what was it? It was me telling people, boom, you're into as soon as I can get this out. But bam, we're into Matic. Matic is going right. Bam, it's going to the upside. Now people were already in at this level. But now it's time to watch. It doesn't look like we're going to break down, okay? It doesn't look like we're going to achieve this M pattern formation. Until it got past this, guys, I really couldn't call it because we could have achieved an M pattern formation, which would have been very bearish. M pattern formation would be very bearish. So as we look at this, it had to break above this. So this is, when I told you guys, I got off the stream earlier on today, I'm like, I need to focus. I need to find you guys a trade. This was it, right? In terms of we had to break through this. To not imagine you buy in here, we complete the M and you're tossed out. No, not going to work. So you understand. Like we got some principles here. We have to focus on kind of some business logic. So that's what you're getting here in these back channels. And it's not just me. It's a lot of people working on charts. So it's a lot of things. Again, here was the potential for that M pattern formation. You guys see that? Like, it could have easily ripped to the downside. That's why you saw. I'm like. I'm going to take some time off. We're going to work on this one because this needs to work out. Yeah, you see that? That was a big deal. So we've got a good group that's putting together things like that. Dogecoin pricing also, definitely. Doge was bringing up the bull flags. What's going on? So, I'm going to do, let's see on the messages. Let's get to the notifications. And let's get to, I want to get to, I'm going to copy this picture. I'm going to save this picture. So we got your profile. That is fantastic. It puts you into, let's see, downloads. Where we got? Documents, downloads, new folder. Let's go to faces, VIP profiles. I just save a picture of you guys so that I can, I can then thereafter introduce you to the group the right way. And I will just put that in here. And that is, how do I get back to this? Well, this is just quick computer work, huh? Not exactly my forte, but I will do it. There we go, Luke. So we're so happy to welcome you. And we take a little bit of time, guys, so that you guys can meet who is coming into the foray here. Okay, you see him on the bottom right there. That's Luke. He's a new member of VIP. So he is your go-to guy there. We're happy to see him join up. And you guys, in Basecamp, we have, the entirety of it. We now have we're really getting to a good level. Ritesh, what's up, Ritesh? It's nice to see you. Ritesh, Dubai, right? I think Dubai. We got I think Dubai. Let's see. Where's the VIP? A VIP should be in your, as you look at the channel right now, it should be there saying join. If you're on a cell phone or you're on something else, you need to be on a PC. YouTube cooperates well with PCs. I just know that, not necessarily even a cell phone. They're just not big on it. I went through the same thing when I looked at things. I was joining something else at some point, and guys, I was a little disappointed. I didn't get any kind of personal attention, and so I'm coming off of that scenario. I didn't get personal attention. I got someone who was too busy, who was coming up with really sporadic kind of ideas that were, no good, like trading signals, no good, and I wasn't getting any kind of market information. I was just like, this is annoying. I was like, I didn't care about the money at all. I was like, I just wanted to be a part of a group that was giving, kind of good information. It had some personal involvement, and like I felt important. I mean, that was just it. And I felt unimportant. I didn't want to feel unimportant. I was like, I joined a channel because I want things to I want to feel important. That was part of it. So that's why I cover you guys a lot in terms of like reintroducing you and saying hello to you, because you guys are important, right? You're important to each other. You're important to me. Like, that's why we're building the community. We have 69 people, right? We're 69 people that, VIPs. So you guys need to know that you're important. You base camp guys also need to know you're important. That's why, like, you have your badge there. You guys are welcome anytime to chat. Like, absolutely. You're thinking about the decision to move up, and I talk to you. It's not like a sales pitch. Now, I want you to really consider it, because we have, Nikaya today. Nikaya literally made 10 G's, right? And this is not just like it doesn't bear repeating or anything. No, but we have nice people. Look at Ritesh, Dubai. Look at the kiddo. We have like nice people. Like, this is nice for us to sit and talk about. Like, we have a nice group that's formed. That's to all of your credit. So, yeah, that is what that is. And we're, just looking at Nikaya, like, yeah, what was that? 10 G's today? Like, that's going to work, right? Yeah, that'll work. But not just Nikaya, right? That was, what was it recently as we look at, Captain Crypto, big Doge fan, Doge Skywalker, made, what was that? 5 G's and, let's see this, 5 G's in about 10 minutes the other day, right? Yeah. That's okay. That'll work. That's beautiful. I mean, those are just real stories. I don't have to make this stuff up. It's just we're hitting the technicals. If you focus on the technicals, you're honing in on the whole idea of the market, right? You're really, I mean, you're convincing yourself that you have to participate in the market in a very kind of diligent, disciplined way with some strategy. Otherwise, it's real easy, guys. It's super easy to get involved in the markets and just do whatever. Be kind of lazy. I mean, you think about it. When you go to the gym or something, I really don't feel like doing that today. I don't feel like, I'm going to do 2 laps instead of 4 on the track. I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like working out today. Do you know how many times you get involved in the market on a trade or something else? Like, I could go through these calculations. I could do this. I could come up with my pricing targets. Forget about it. I just whatever. You can't throw your hands up. You just can't do that. Like, I don't feel like working out today. I don't feel like going to the gym today. I didn't go yesterday. I got off my diet. I went ahead, I ate, I went to eat Mexican food again. I go, well, okay. Think about that every time you fall off your diet or something like that, which, hey, we love good food, right? So, but think of that. If every time you fall off your diet, what if you actually, like, if that's an indicative, matter of behavior, like, that's just, and everyone does that, right? It's like, well, cheesecake or whatever you're into. But think of if you have the same principle or behavioralistic approach to the market. So it's hard to keep a strict diet. It's hard to take care of yourself. Interesting. So maybe it's kind of difficult. It's not real intuitive for everybody. Like, I have a real strict diet, me personally. Okay. What does that mean? Well, I follow a regimen. I know exactly what I'm eating. It's like very calculated. Right? I just don't eat some things. Same thing with the market. Some people may have this kind of, this approach to where, and I'll just say, and it could be, you may be gluten-free. You may have an allergy to wheat, right? Or you may have a problem with, what are they, I don't know what these glutens or whatever they're getting into. Well, I'm only probiotic, anti-gluten, nutritional, whatever they, category 4. Okay, you may have a very specific diet like that in terms of something the doctor's told you, well, you have to eat these things, or your body, you're anemic, or whatever those conditions are, the requirements. Think of that. I like to think of like a workout schedule too, because some days we do not feel like going to work out. I had to drag myself to the gym, right? Yeah, okay, so in the context of that, to realize the same level of discipline is required in the market to be an ordinary market participant. People get lazy. When they get lazy, they lose money. And that money goes somewhere on the zero-sum kind of rationale. It's going to go somewhere. It's either to the exchange or in someone else's pockets in the market, right? So, there's that level of discipline. The good thing about the group, guys, you've got 69 people to work with in terms of developing your strategy, and it'll get to the point where it's habit. It'll be easier to do it. It's like you guys who work out a lot, or you maintain your health, or whatever it is. You have good relationships. You make sure you're social, right? You know, whatever those whatever those things are that make you dynamically who you are, in whatever context we want to put it in. I just put it in kind of a disciplined context because there's good ideas in terms of behaviors to have, then there's bad ideas. And the bad ideas in the market will cost you money. That doesn't mean the good ideas are necessarily easy or that they're effortless. But one of the things that will help increase your efficiency is being a part of this group. So you guys have made the right decision. So as I'm welcoming Drill Doc and everybody else, as I welcome you into the live chat, the exclusive VIP access. And guys, look we've got a phenomenal kind of group here that's able to communicate just on kind of the fly. This on some different things. And members of the public with Basecamp, you guys are very involved in this. I appreciate you guys in Basecamp. We're looking forward to having you guys over in VIP access. And if you're having it in Basecamp, that's great. You were part of this crew that started here when it was like, yeah, it's time to go up. Yeah, Basecamp, like Everest. Yeah, beautiful. Boom, to the upside. I mean, we love the price action in Dogecoin. Look at this beautiful replicated M pattern formation. You guys see that, huh? Beautiful, huh? Mid-April, beautiful M pattern formation, retracement of the golden pocket, slow and methodical rise, replicated perfectly. M pattern formation, replicated. Okay, now, boom, we're going to start moving, we hope, methodically to the upside. Okay, now we want to replicate this portion, the trajectory up. We want to start to establish that here. So we're finding that trend, but it looks like we're digging our heels in for the second time. It looks like almost for the second time as this is continued to push and hold, as it's continued to hold its formation here. It looks like we're pushing into kind of a second dig our heel in, put the boot in the ground real heavy, and it looks like we're trying to continue to move to the upside. So this is a big move right here that it's accomplishing, and in not falling out of that channel. Just appreciate the price action, whether or not you're a fan of Doge or not. Appreciate that price action as Bitcoin has dropped off. Yeah, appreciate that price action. Beautiful. Just kicking that boot into the ground and planting that firmly. All right? We pivoted here strong. Wham. Prevented from going down and past that 50 percentile. That 50th percent, that 40 cent mark. Okay? Whatever it is. Just in terms of pricing, it's a good story, right? I think you guys will agree. It's outperforming Bitcoin right now. So yeah, we think Bitcoin's so great and everything else. You have your great stories about AMC. Dogecoin's probably beating it. Matic is probably beating it. You can tell me a name. We can look at different names on something. I just tell you, like, the name is a name, right? Can I trade it? If I can trade it, a name is a name, right? So yeah. So that's good. People in the money right now on Matic. I know you're in the money. Even if if you weren't in down here, okay? So on Matic, if you weren't in down here, look at this. If you were in down there, you're at 45%. That's sweet. That's good money. That's a good trade. Let's just say it's a good trade. If you're involved from the time we kind of brought it to you, you're up 178%. 178%. So that's the type of trade. I'll tell you, we'll run into this circumstance frequently enough to where you're probably you run into, and then one of the issues we have is literally like, people run into the feeling it's like, well, I just need more money to invest, right? Because you'll get there, right? Well, like I have like four good trades, that'll happen. But the idea is, I bring up golf a lot. I don't play a lot of golf. Every time I go out and play golf, I try and hit the heck out of it. Every time I tell myself, okay, I'm going to relax on this. I'm going to relax on this one. I got the driver, and I'm going to relax. And it's like I'm going to hit the heck out of it. I don't intend to hit the heck out of it. Just every time that happens, right? So I don't know. Do you guys play the golf? But they said nice smooth swing, just effortless, nice smooth swing all the way back and just boom. I think that's what it kind of takes in terms of the market. A lot of times we think that more work will achieve greater results. We need to put more stress, more pressure, more intensity into it. No. It's that nice smooth swing. Boom. Nice little smile, a little high five, no problem. Yeah, hey, we got that one. Right? That's kind of the approach, right? That's the approach that you get. Rari is following. It looks like Rari's getting a good hit there. I'd like to see that. It's been an indicator. It's been something that has been indicated in terms of recent price actions that we looked at it. One, you hit up well after I sent out that notification of like a head and shoulders. I sent that up to the majority of everybody just to say, hey, heads up. You guys don't need this head and shoulders. You don't need this. That's a mean head and shoulders. You don't want to get into that. You're going to go back down to sub 10. You're going to go to subterranean on that if you hit that head and shoulders. So good job on you guys on holding that and popping it. You're towards the top of the group today. That's where you belong. Keep staying up there. Someone want to know about audio. Yeah, audio is a big timer, huh? Could be a big timer, right? Audio, if it wants to erupt through this, it's close, huh? We have our alert right here, right? We have our alert right here. This is potential as we're talking about things we talked about last night. You want to make 200%? Okay, well, you let me know how that'll happen. I let you know last night a little bit of details about it. But, yeah, 200%? I don't know. We're going to see how that can happen. You have to get through a few hurdles, right? A few hurdles. Looking at Rari on the kind of the sub-micro level. DeFi, doing pretty well. I just want to plug into DeFi. I want to see what it's going to do. You guys know. Yeah, you're happy about DeFi today, huh? Yeah, you guys know that. I talked about that yesterday, huh? We've been talking about DeFi for a while. What are you up to today? About 22, 23%. That's okay. Not bad. DeFi is important because why? Because if nothing more, you're learning what hedge is. And the day when the entire market was down, what was up? DeFi. DFYN. It is a hedge token. So I want to look at it. I want people to know what a hedge fund is. What is hedge currency? What are they doing with that? How do you get involved? What's the, what is hedge? What does that mean? Right? So you guys understand what that means. You know what a hedge fund is. Well, we don't have to go through all the details, but you understand what, you understand that theory. So I like this. It's mentioned by some of the right people. Okay, that token's mentioned by some of the right people. The fact that it's unpopular may be much better, because how many people did well when the market was bleeding the other day? Maybe like 2% of the people were making money. Okay, good. What did our screen look like? All green at the top. And the worst day of the market around, you guys know this. You know this. You remember this. Absolutely. In the worst day of the market when everything was bleeding, what did we look like? We had green all the way on the top. Boom, 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 boom. Everything we were focused on. Everything else was bleeding. What was up there? DeFi. DFYN. Now, we're watching it. Okay? We're watching it. Okay? Some of us are invested in it. All right? At what? At kind of light levels. Why? Because it's kind of expensive. At the top levels, we're going to limit our exposure a little bit. Just in line with the demand curve, right? At the lower levels, we're going to have more demand. We're ready to engage more capital. Keeps us kind of lightly involved. But we like the story. We like the story. We like the people, the circle that it's running around in right now. We think it has a lot of potential due to kind of its associations that it has in the way that its technology is integrated right now with what? With Matic. Matic's outperforming, and what's right with it? DeFi. Okay, so these are, this is a very rare subset of what something that the market maker is literally like, in terms of who's making the markets. People making the markets are aware of Matic right now. Guarantee you. Look, for it to perform like this, guys, when Bitcoin's been falling through the floor, no, this is like the market leader right here. This is the go-to instrument right here, guys. Yeah, you know that, right? I mean, there's no question about that. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. In a time period, this is the example of your micro cap that you want to be involved in right now, period. And I was going to say in general, you, plural, period, people, while what? While Bitcoin is falling through the floor, wham, you have this doing this? Hold on. Now, what's a hedge fund again? While something's going down, you're going to hedge your risk out. Essentially, you're going to try and capitalize on one market condition, throw it in through a derivative or otherwise. You're going to get more advanced, probably in terms of options, possibly most likely on leverage or margin, right? But this is the type of mentality that you're going to see. Something crashing down, something flying up. Yeah? Even leveraging the other to get your position in here at a more aggressive behavior or a more aggressive level, let's say, to take advantage of this pricing behavior, right? And you guys can go through your critical framework on hedge theory if you want to. Go through correlatives and leverage and go through all that. We want to focus on the basics. We don't want to get too involved in that stuff. We can we can have those discussions, but we're not into that. We're kind of into the basics. We're not, if you guys want that, and again, that reminded me, I need to bring up that the New York Institute of Finance. I need to get you that, you guys, I do have that link for you. I'll put that basic information there for you VIPs that wanted to know about it. I did have that conversation. I had that conversation earlier today. So yeah, I'm happy to be able to give you guys that link later on. So yeah, we may have some people certified from New York Institute of Finance. That'd be nice in the VIP section in this first group. Very nice, huh? That'd be cool. I know Jason's lit military wanted to know that information, so that's fantastic. I got a market certification from Duke, but yeah, I think the New York Institute of Finance it's kind of the back door to the street. So yeah, to Wall Street. Yeah, that's nice. They have a good long heritage back to 1920. So they've been around for 100 years. So very, very nice. Very, very nice. Looking forward to developing additional skill sets. Let's see what we have. Yeah, we got just reading through through your indexing, kind of seeing what we have. MKR, we have a VIP that wants to see MKR USD. Arnett, what's up, Jeff? Nice to see you. Yeah, I see why. You're about to take off, huh? You want to take off on this one, huh? Yep. You're like, yes, sir, please. I'm not sure I like that. Hold on. What is it? MKR. Where is MKR USD? What's the pricing like on this? Is this MKR USD 4862 crypto? Okay, I'm not going to look up the specifics on it. I'm just going to do a very baseline approach, level approach on this and get you to what you need to see. But yeah, you're not really respecting your fibs, which tells me you could just be kind of continuing to hopefully grow here, right? But you've got kind of a frustrated, I see what you're getting into, huh? Yeah. Because you're kind of running into, like, where do you pick up, I would say watch it really carefully. I would watch, if you haven't accumulated yet, I would probably play on some key breakout indications here. I would literally, and I'll do one for you. We'll add it to the group, and I'll make sure we do one, okay? We'll roughly play this. I'm not crazy about the dynamic here, because I think that's going to be a rough sell there. You could, but you've just been you're going to have to go on another accumulation hunt on this, and you're going to be looking to kind of push. You don't have really clearly defined. You have accumulations, right? Then you have a kind of a pattern. You're staying heavily. I'd say your retracement still has a lot of kind of volatile accumulation scheduled in. It's really hitting up and down. It just very chaotic kind of levels. We can get down to those sub levels if we want to, but I don't want to get that detailed right now. What I would say is it'd be nice to see up here and around 9,000. You can get there if you can recreate to get there. You're going to have to really create some positive, more in line with this. You're going to have to create some more positively identifiable technical patterns instead of just generally recognizable channels. So, in the near term, the problem with that is you get into kind of almost barely a higher high, and around you just reach the 6,300, and you go up to about a 7,100. So the more you can get this lined out and kind of patterned, the better you're going to be looking in terms of how you can line that out. On the downside, that's easy. Right on the downside, you're running into your 38.2, which is about 40,073. Okay, the 50% retracement is about 3408. Okay, so let me make sure that you can see that. Those are about your calculatives right there. Let me make sure that they're on. That's Jeff Arnett looking at MKR. Okay, so yeah, we are happy to accommodate some pushes. I'm not invested in this. I want to tell you, I'm not invested in this. I'm not invested. So that's what, in terms of the technical application, etc. I would say that right now I'm not invested, brother. I need to spend some more time and look at it and really dig through. Make sure I like the management team, the dev team. Make sure I like the use case, everything like that. Matic is too hot for me right now. So this is done well, though. Let's look at how long it's taken to get here. It's gone up 800% in 135 days. Okay. We have a lot that's kind of heavier on the table than this and quicker on the table with more price action. So a lot of people don't have 135 days. A lot of them should have, maybe. It's a good example to bring up, so I appreciate you bringing that up very, very much. So let's add MKR just because we did go through that. Let's add it over here to the watch list, and I will keep that flowing for you. Let's put, well, you have it on Binance. I don't want to put the Coinbase. Let me put the Binance just so we have the Binance, and we will go ahead and line that out. But you saw the analytics, the very typical analytics. I'm just, the price action is a little slow for me. It's a beautiful story. I like it. It reminds a lot of Matic. You know, I'll give you that. Absolutely. I just want to see more price action. It's just a little slow. And that's okay. But as you know, I enjoy price action. It's kind of like, you know, if I want to go watch a boxing match, right? You know, I want to see some action. You know, everyone starts booing, you know, when they just sit there and kind of dance around. It's like, it's okay, you know, it's okay. But yeah, I want to see some action, some pop, pop, bam. I want to see some throws. I want to see some. That's why I'm going to the fight. That's why I'm involved in the market. So there's nothing wrong with this. It's a nice story. It's a long-term kind of appreciation model. That's fine. You've got your different levels here, but yeah, I want to see that action. That's why I'm involved in markets, because I enjoy it. That matches my personality. So yeah, but nice call here. So we will have this. Excuse me. Let's see what we got. We will have this lined out kind of for you if I want to breakout happens, if we're live, and I will do that. And I don't add everything to everything, right? I don't add everything to becoming kind of a, you know, a potential thing we're going to look at. But Jeff asked that, and I do like the chart enough. I will maintain it. That's one of the benefits of the group, guys. That's one of the benefits of the group. So very good, very good. Good job. There we go. There we go. Let me pull these up right here. And just great story here. We got the first 231. Okay, we're gonna hit a 3x, which is nice. We should hit a 3x from where we brought this to you, and that, you know, that's just nice. You know, in the first week, week to 10 days, we got yo Marion, what's going on, brother? Nice to have you. Nice to have you. Our Belgian contingent is in the house in the chat room. Nice to have our Belgian contingent in the chat room. So in the chat room and driving, saying he's driving but listening on the radio. So very nice to have you. We've done a little bit of a feature update. We have 69 VIP members now. So Marion, we're growing on that. Very nice. And yeah, I've been talking about Matic. That has been doing well. I took a break from the stream earlier today, and I was like, I have to go I want to find a good trade. I lasered in on Matic. We were worried about the formation of an M pattern. We've been talking about on Doge. We love the fact that it's just been so responsive. It looks like it could potentially be trying to kick up. I'm going to bring that up because it does look like it. You know, it's been doing this a few times where Doge is kind of wanting to really retest this top level of this channel, the top portion of this channel, this resistance line. Okay, it's wanting to kind of test that in a little bit of a different angle, so that we could potentially see it breaking through that line. It wouldn't take much as we kind of hone in on this. You know, if we get a little bit more detailed on the chart here with Dogecoin. There we go, Doge. I've got that already set up, and I didn't want to move that too closely because yeah, we're real close as we start looking at that level. Now, as you get closer down on the time frame, guys, all your drawings are going to change. Your threshold kind of needs to increase a little bit the closer that you get in terms of that. We have on the bottom right of the screen, you guys will see these little pre-scripted windows there. We're going to start laying out the different charts, the different, giving you more video. So you'll consistently have, a view of Doge. You'll consistently have a view of potentially Matic. You'll consistently have a view of, let's say, our top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, or up to 6 to 10, top things that we're trading. We're looking at. We'll have that kind of a network to go with, consistently achieving these notifications, different things like that. It'll be a system. We'll set it up. We've already set it up, but it will be nice as you guys look at just like plugging into that. It'll be like your VIP network. It'll be cool. Then you have your back channel to go relax on, have your social, everything else, unwind and look at your charts in your Twitter, right? They'll be able to have like conference calls. They'll be able to have, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be good. It's a good group. So it's really nice the way it's come together, and particularly like we know this, like everyone, like the market's been down, Bitcoin's been down. We've been doing well. We have been doing consistently well. Even this morning was a tough morning. We hit 1 for 10, one for, definitely 1 for 10, one for about 10, 15. I'm not sure exactly what overall it was, but yeah, everything was going well. When the whole market's down, though, it's like it just brings things down. It's like everyone, it's just, it's just like it's one of those things. But we have to hit, we hit that kind of pep talk, standpoint where you have to understand, like, no, that's why we're in the market, is because things have to come down to our price levels. Now, we love a breakout like Matic, but we of course we love to hit a triple banger, right? I mean, we love to hit a 3-banger, right? What is it? Warren Buffett used to call them 3-baggers. A 3-bagger, a 10-bagger. That's old talk from Warren Buffett, one of the street, one of the wolves of the street, right? Big time guy. And yeah, our philosophy is like, okay, we have a triple banger. We call them bangers instead of baggers, but that's okay. That's okay. But a 3x, 5x, 10x, etc. And not all of them have to be that, but it makes it exciting. It's something to talk about. We have those ongoing. We definitely have those ongoing. So. Shout out to Basecamp. I don't give you guys enough. I don't show you enough love all the time. So shout out to Basecamp. Much love. Hope you guys are doing well. We're excited that you're here overall. We're excited that you guys are looking at moving up to the VIP. Guys, it's exclusive in terms of the content delivery. It's a nice group of people, right? I'll just say that. Look at this nice price action. You guys love this, huh? Now, you have to love this. This is Matic, huh? Love it. We brought it to you here. It had to get up over the first qualifying hump. It's like, all right, good. Now you've been consistent enough. It doesn't look like you're just going to retrace into nothing. You're consistent enough, right? And let me bring this up. Yeah, you're consistent enough to where it looks like, well, I guess we're going to dig in. Yeah, let's go ahead and dig in. Like just consistent enough, it looks like something's going to happen, something good. And it did, right? Beautifully well done. We were heavy the whole time, too, talking about like massive amounts of accumulation in here. Very aggressive accumulations at all the levels upon this retracement. Getting involvement, achieving additional involvement in Matic here. So we were on the cusp. There was no one other than the market maker which led me into this. No other channel, no other thing I had to watch, no some guy from, such and such who goes over things and talks about, no, zero of that, guys. You'll bring up sometimes, have you watched such and such show? Did you see? Yeah, I've watched their show, and they're not, that's not where I get my information. I get my information from the market maker. That's it. I'm not shopping through YouTube. I'm not hitting through different channels for other people's technical analysis or their fundamental. I'm not doing any of that. I deal with the market maker, and I deal with you guys. That's it. So I appreciate it if you guys want to do that and you come up with good ideas. Like, Jeff just brought up a good chart here. So I don't know where he came up with that. It's a little bit slow. The price action is a little bit slow on the MKR. But, hey, that may have some advantages. It may have some advantages. So, that's good to it's good to experience. And you guys at least know where I get my information from and why. Because I interact with market makers. So do you. Right? Do you know how to interact with the market maker? Do you know what he's giving you, what he's providing you, what the exchanges are giving you and providing you? Do you know how to research through those programs? I think you probably do. It takes some work. It's not always easy, but yeah, I think you definitely do. So we're excited. Let's go ahead and look at the overall residual here. Looks like Dogecoin is slightly up. You're still within that channel. We have an alert set. I want to see that. Bottom right of your screen, you're always going to have the Doge chart here. Always. You'll see that bull flag in the bottom right, okay, of your screen. And we'll further develop these. Matic is currently up. Okay, if you got in around to the channel time, guys. With the channel, you're up 45%, right? On the breakout, the realistic breakout of the top of the channel where you were sure you weren't going into, if you traded right at the breakout, you're up 25%. That's just easy to say. You're up 15 to et cetera, and you're pushing to new highs. We'll see people take profits. We'll see all types of things. We'll see the formation of a new, hopefully bullish pattern, right? Yes, it's been bullish after bullish after bullish pattern. We love Matic. It's just been fun. We like the management company as well. It's phenomenal. They have spoken well of DOGE, right? How's DOGE doing? Looks like it's doing pretty well. It's just having a decent day. It's recommitted at this 38.2% level. We like it because it's involved in Matic, guys. They have at least I'd say a status of recognition. if not to speak of the exactitudes of their partnership levels, right? So it's hit the second time along this 382, and it's decided to kind of kick up even more. I like the fact that it's hit harder there. Could express a positive bullish trajectory. Always protecting self on downside. Always, okay, always protecting, lightly treading at these top levels, right? Peppering in a little bit of money, in and around this, in and along this level. Not advice, just demand curve. Heavier amounts of cash engage at the lower levels, right? So doubling, tripling down as we get down here. But what does that impute? Like Michael Saylor today said he asked someone to double down, right? Wants you to double down your level of interest in such and such in Bitcoin. All right. Well, if everything's supposed to already be invested in Bitcoin, what are you going to double down with? I mean, that's the problem is, someone who's been going around saying that it doesn't make any sense for anyone to hold any other, even treasuries or cash accounts or equities, that Bitcoin, it does better than all of them. Now he's getting people to double down. I mean, it's like, well, you were just saying that for the last, 6 months that no one should have anything but. Well, now, and I guess you're recruiting that additional amount of capital from other people. That's fine. I get the gist of it. I get the gist. It's almost like he's a market maker. You have to say he's almost acting like a market maker, and it's almost like Elon is your chief trader. He's kind of like the key trader in the group. He's like the mover. Yeah, Elon's the mover, and you've got the other people trying to be the market maker. But I don't know. Some of these market makers, like over in Dubai, et cetera, they don't have that level of sophistication that Elon and his crew have. So it's almost like your market maker is being just hammered by your market mover, by Elon. So I think that's a good thing. Let me see what we've got on James Bond from Australia. Let's see what we got. Trade on. Yeah, we got definite VIP in the house. Trade on. You guys, all these badges. When I look in this, when I look in the chat and I just see these badges, it does me well, because I know you guys you're together. You're one equal force, right? I mean, you're in it together. You're making money together. Things are going well. So that is awesome. That makes me so happy. You guys have no idea. When I know you're making money, that makes me so happy, right? That's just fantastic. Very, 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 very nice. So this is the channel where that's happening, on the consistent, right? Always bringing those ideas into play for the VIPs on the back channels, right? The exclusive access to charts, etc., ideas, and communication with 69 people, 69 members right now of VIP. More than that on the whole. We may be pushing close to 100 on the whole, right? With Basecamp included. Most people signing up, we have 98 total members. Most people signing up for restricted VIP zone. Most people are signing up for VIP zone. So that's nice. That's very nice. And we look forward to more of that, more positive price action. So yeah, it doesn't get much more interesting than this on Matic, right? Now, Doge went through its time, right? Absolutely, huh? You guys remember that huge push to the upside? What is this here? What was this? 526%. That works. You guys remember that from about 5 cents? Let's measure that again on Dogecoin. About 5 cents up to 35 cents, up to 45 cents it went, right? That's a nice move. Yeah, it was an intense number of days there where it went up 874%. That's okay. Yeah, Doge has been there, right? So Matic wasn't quite that drastic, I don't think, huh? Was it? About 28 cents. No, 28 cents to 700. Got there differently in a different fashion. Let's see if Matic can hold it together a little bit differently too, because that took, and it wasn't like a number of days. It was a number of, or I say a number of hours, like with Dogecoin. It was like 3 weeks. That's decent. That seems reasonable, doesn't it? Yeah, it seems kind of reasonable to me. So we're looking forward to that. Trade on is just shouting out to the chat room. Nice to see that. And you're talking about Teslas, Ubers, yeah, big time kind of fundamental research you're getting involved in. That's nice to see. Very nice to see. I'm hop around here and see what I've got going on with trades. I know a lot of people are involved in Matic. Most people are right now involved in Matic. That's kind of the key go-to indicator. You guys, you have a Ferrari. I think you VIPs, you have a Ferrari now. We want to shout out to Mint Skateboards. What's going on? Graphic extraordinaire, Mint Skateboards. And he helped me put together the PNG for the Ferrari. So if you VIP guys go in there, you have a Ferrari right there. Let's go ahead and put that Ferrari in. And what else do we have? The rumor mill is working with Trade-On. If you got the information, you got those rumors. Looks like I'm not real big into rumors. I don't mind talking too much about rumors. That's okay, but nothing that's going to cause any market fluctuations or anything like that. Yeah, there you go, Lawrence. That's good. I think you're the first guy to use the Ferrari. It's got the swing top doors. It's got that those old Lamborghini Countach, the fly up doors on it. So that's nice. We like that a lot. Let's see. Wonder what his preferred payment method would be if all these things fit together in the big picture. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of different issues like that. You just have so much facilitated work in terms of, it looks like PayPal is integrated with, let's see, PayPal is integrated with other cryptos already, right? Yeah, they already have an integration with other cryptos. And, it's kind of an interesting dynamic because Doge has not been this real exclusive kind of, maximize the entirety of the space. It's only about Doge. That's it. I mean, not like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the exclusive worldwide currency. That's it. It is going to be the competitor. It's going to beat gold. That's it. That's all that matters is, the magnanimity of Dogecoin does not equal that of Bitcoin in terms of worldwide prominence. Although there is that angle to Dogecoin, where people, they put the mantra forth. Yes, it's going to be the global currency, right? Yeah, that's there. I'm not sure that that's real logical for us to look at. I don't mind it being stated or the possibility that it could occur at all. I'm open to it. I'm open to that possibility, but I want to logically look at it. That even Elon's company, now if they create a better product and develop a better product, then of course it should win. He's in the process of developing that. He's got some incredible, obviously he's got some incredible skills. So that can happen. I can easily see that, that could happen. That would be feasible. But I don't want to get down into the train where it's like I'm convinced beyond rational thought that it is necessarily going to occur, right? No, it has to prove itself that it's going to occur. There have to be dynamics, some sort of a dynamic behind it to where it's earned, right? It's not going to be some just, denoted privilege of belief that's going to exist because we're all convinced of it. No, that's not going to work. It has to operate on logic, right? So yeah, if it operates on logic and it happens, that's great. PayPal's already involved with several other cryptos. I just bring that up because they are, right? And let's see what we have. Pick up and chat. Very speculative. Yeah, it is. And we have to remind ourselves in terms of PayPal. Where is PayPal? What are they, how are they plugged in? To what other cryptos? And that's just, if it's a better product, it's a better product. More reliability, faster transaction time, things like that. Yeah, more sustainability in terms of a broad base of use. Those issues are going to go a long way, and we'll see. From PayPal, the PayPal team can probably do it. PayPal is not that. It's nice. It's used a lot. It's functional, but it has. They need to make some enhancements for PayPal to get out there. Apple Pay is very interesting. I saw a girl go up the other day into Walgreens or something like that. I was getting some sort of whatever I was getting, some Cliff Bars or something, and I went in there and she's like, "Do you take Apple Pay?" And I was like, "Oh, cool, interesting." And I talked to her, nice girl, and she says, "Yeah, I use Apple Pay, and they do take it there." I was like, "Oh, so Walgreens takes Apple Pay? Interesting. Digital on your phone." And the clerk knew about it, no problem. The clerk absolutely knew about it. I'm like, huh, interesting. So it was interesting. It was a good moment for me to say, okay, there's digital happening right here with Apple Pay, at Walgreens. Yes, a girl getting home from the track, whatever. She walks in there. Do you take Apple Pay? A girl behind the counter. Yeah, absolutely we do. The girl behind the counter was probably in her 40s, 45 or something. She absolutely knew what Apple Pay was. And I think I talked to her. I was like, you don't take Bitcoin or Dogecoin? And she's like, no, I don't know what that is. I'm like, wow, interesting. But yeah, they got it down what Apple Pay is. So very, very interesting stuff that's going on. Different competitors to the market, different ideas. It's a big space. You got the Zuckerberg wanting to come out with his crypto. Does anyone have an update on that? If you do, drop it in the chats. Had to take a drink, excuse me. Water, huh? Only water. Just so y'all know, huh? Not sitting here drinking on the job. It's not a job, it's fun, huh? But I wouldn't be sitting here getting loaded. You'd probably hear me snoring on the table or something. Hey, he's falling out again. London's gone. London's out. Someone call the chopper, huh? We got to call the chopper. Let's look at. It looks like Sheeb is waking up, huh? That's nice. I like Sheeb. They donated $1 billion. When I have a small investment in something that with a great story like that, well, it's kind of cool. This one they donated $1 billion worth of it to India. That's cool, huh? That's nice. That's kind of a nice thing to have. I mean, that's nice. Nice thing to do. Definitely a nice thing to do. They're talking about burning tokens. Were they burning tokens? Eliminating supply on Sheeb. Was it like 1 billion tokens? I don't know what they were giving $1 billion. They're burning however many billions of tokens. Okay, they're building. Right? They're trying to find a floor here, right? It's trying to find a smooth kind of trajectory. Now we hit this for what was it? A 2x, huh? Yeah, we did. That was fun. Huh? Had a good time. Real good time on Sheeb. We really got to know each other as a community, right? Yeah, because everyone was like, well, we nailed that, huh? Well, 2x, everybody wakes up, wow, I have a lot of money in my account. I'm like, yeah, we just did that. It was good. And let's see. Skilled. Let's see what you got in the chat. You guys look like you're doing well. SNX has been on the radar a little bit. I'm waiting for some of these to jump out of this channel. SNX could. I've got alerts set up. Sheeb, no alert really. Yeah, I got an alert set up above it. NMR, wanted to see what it wanted to do, and it's finally kind of behaving. It's kind of been frustratingly difficult, but at least it beat this downward kind of trajectory, so it has an indication that it wants to survive. In terms of pricing, it kind of wants to survive. It could have continued downward in kind of this triangulated continuation pattern. Instead, it is showing us it wants to kind of survive positively. So that's good for NMR. That's good. It's nice to see that. Let's see. KSM. Triangulation broke out. It's gotten back up in. If it can bust out of here, it'd be interesting. I have an alarm set. I'm going to raise it just a bit. So I have my alarm set on KSM. NMR, we just went through that. Sheeb, we went through that. SNX, we went through that. Alarm set. AVI, you got on the top end of this channel already. You are going to the upside, which is interesting. That's an interesting move for AVI. Yeah, because your max out is going to be from that point up to the top, if you can continue that, about 40%. So if you're in AVI, you got about a potential 40% to the upside. We're gaining right now. I'm going to put AVI up here. People don't know maybe AVI the way I'm talking about it right now in terms of the overall breakout potential. It's okay. It's okay. You guys are in Matic. You're doing well in Matic, right? Yeah. You don't necessarily need to be in 2 or 3 things that you don't need to be. It's okay. Don't take that to the bank on AVI. There's a reason I haven't brought it up. It's been frustrated a little bit. It's picking up now the way it kind of needs to, and it may take a number of days to get there. It's a slower, smooth walk. If it wants to get up there, it's indicated that it wants to get on up and achieve probably another 38, but maybe only slightly probably. Okay, it might be a 51.49 probably. You see what I'm saying? Others are more definitively probable, right? More towards a level of certainty. Okay, but when I say probably, sometimes I'll say that I might mean 51.49. The probabilities are in your favor, right? It's just, it is what it is in terms of me not having brought that to you. It's still there for anyone with, just excess time and a degree or a willingness to achieve, right? It is. Yes, it is. So, keep an eye. Keep an eye out. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and throw this in so you guys have this just to look at and enjoy some price action, because I'm watching it, and you guys will have that now in your feed. You'll have all the specifics with the specified pricing targets, the exact nature of the high, all those details. You'll have the nuance, the specified. What do we got here? Desktop, new folder. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Okay. I just delivered that to you guys in terms of the VIP section so that you'll have that, okay? And let's see. This is downloads. Let me go to VIP, logos, cards. And I try and throw a VIP card in there with it just so you guys can understand that I sent it. When you look at the VIP logos, etc., like it'll say VIP exclusive. That's just, it came from me. It's got the figures on it. You guys will know that. So, all right. This is that's a relatively live issue. We'll just move it up there. See what it wants to do. It'd be great if it wants to continue to the upside like that. That'd be phenomenal. I said just keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye out for it. Why not? SNX, we got Sheeb. We'll have Sheeb up because we like that. Oh, one is up above that. Rari, we're going to move down. Define, you're up at the top. We got Ave, Doge, and Ave just because it's an A. It'll make me think it's alphabetized, which would be nice. Doge is our favorite. That's nice. You got at the bottom right of your screen a continual bull flag being dealt with. We'll be alerted on that. Matic is up and rising. It is skyrocketing. We didn't even do our, oh gosh, guys, how'd you let me forget this? Come on, guys. Hold on. Let me get to this. We didn't even do it yet, huh? Hold on. This has got to change, huh? Very sorry about this. Here we go. There we go. I'm so sorry about that. We're gonna do another one because whoa, not that one. There we go. Little intro. So there's the funk beat hitting back to the rocket, the moon rise that is going on. Yeah, just nice pricing velocity. So yeah, you guys remind me of that in the future. Don't want to let you guys down on the sound machines, right? We got some good stuff going on. Audio. We're looking at audio. Yeah, just get up out of that channel. You guys know that, huh? Yeah, the group's like, we kind of like that, huh? Last night. That's a good deal, huh? It's a nice consolidation channel. Yeah, it's a nice consolidation channel. That's all we need to say about that. Bitcoin's doing what Bitcoin wants to do. And just took a little bit of hit back up to the top, and yeah, we all got a nice run, didn't we? Yeah, so we just need to hit the right little spots, let Bitcoin be what Bitcoin wants to be, a kind of bloated financial instrument right now. It's just, I say bloated because it's like when IBM reaches kind of max hold thresh capacity. When now IBM used to be able to grow like 80% a year, 100 or 200% a year, growing all over the world. Yeah, and then what happened? Well, it gets too bulky. It's difficult to maneuver on the field. It's carrying too much weight. Right? So let's do this. I want to be alerted when this moves up to this level. I want to put some sort of a positive indicator to let me know that it has done well enough for us to kind of, say, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Numeri. This one, we have an indicator on KSM, indicator drawn out on Sol. We have our indicated timelines on Theta. Let's get let's see what we got on Theta. Theta's been interesting. We'll go ahead and take a look when it wants to get it up in here. I was going to call it up in here. It can move around until that point. I've got a threshold on Theta. I like the technology, but it wants to move. It's a little bit too slow. XRP, XRP. I toyed with you at 80 and got people to, that was an easy. Quick 2x on that. So it's you want to perform and get up around to here, actually you're going to do something. I'll look at you again, but that was your move. That was your time. You blew it. You know, 2x, that's fine. I get, yeah, people want a 2x, it's over, so that's fine. Anyway, as we look at Atari, had some problems. Yeah, you're going to have to get back up into here. Let's see. Just some kind of triggers that we can be looking at for some positive price action. Doge. I like that chart. It's looking good. I like that chart. Ooh, PDEX. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, this looks good, huh? Could be interesting. Huh? Yeah, we're going to get a lot of fun on this. Oops, not that. Not that. PDEX is looking like it's got good price action. We want to just look at it. When I say that, you guys are good enough to know that doesn't mean anything, right? When I say it, we want to look at it, positive price action, that doesn't mean anything, does it? Not at all. That just means exactly that. That doesn't mean, oh, it's something we want to get into. Not at all. That just means it's something that we're gonna keep an eye on. This previous high, but yeah, it's looking like it's wanting to go, huh? Yeah, it's looking like that thing wants to fly up on the right condition, right? Now, those conditions we know, and we'll deal with those conditions, but only when those conditions arise, right? Only when those conditions arise, and that's really that's a star-studded condition there. That's a tough one, guys. It's a tough one. That's a stretch. You guys know that's a stretch. Yeah. But I'm going to do it since we're on and we're talking and you guys are paying attention. I want to make sure that that you understand the potential for that, for PDEX. Just the potential for it. You guys know what exchange it's on. PDEX is Polkadex. It's on KuCoin. Let me see what else it's on. Is it only on KuCoin? Because I'm not real big on things that are just available on KuCoin. Yeah, I'm not big on that. I won't give it to you. All right. If it's on KuCoin, that's fine. You guys make a note of it if you'd like to. If you know the breakout potential of it, what it is, I'll be alerted if and when it does something. It's good enough for me to be alerted. It's maybe a 50 to 70 percentile or 50 to 70% return, but it just will be what it will be. Let's look at. I'm interested in EOS to the extent that this picks back up. You guys who play that golden pocket, you still hanging around, huh? You're like, come on, please, come on, back up. You belong up. Yeah, like Adam Sandler, don't you know where your home is? Your home is up here. The guys they brought up, look at EOS. Come on, London, look at EOS. I'm like, all right, fine, let's look at EOS. I bring it up. I'm like, yes, you're correct. It's in the golden pocket. Congratulations. Let's go ahead and share it with the groups. You guys are right. You found it. And then it sits there, and of course, it would be that it's just like it's like a fishing weight. Just boom to the bottom of the lake, and it's like, all right. But that happens, guys. You have to understand that just happens. It's like, boom. And it just doesn't move. So, there's no bounce or anything. But it's part of the price action. That's why I focus on things. I spend a lot of time looking for things with price action. LTC. We like that. We talked about the entry at this point right here. Okay? We spoke about the entry right here. Bam. So we'll see how that goes. And we'll be alerted at the top. Okay, we'll be alerted at this top level here, in line with the measured move that we've been able to most likely achieve, and that's going to be a good return. All right, it's going to be a real good return. So that's just a nice, slow and steady, very predictable channel. That's something that we like. So I'm going to add that just to notify when that's peeling off and should be a cash position. Very smooth, very easy, right? And let me actually change that. To exit on trade. Okay. Trias. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's a good hit, huh? It is a good hit. You'll probably bounce again when you get down to your golden pocket. So let's look here. Let's add on here. And let's look at golden pocket. Incoming. Order is probably waiting there. Probably waiting. Good price action. What's the price action here? Ballpark, yeah, 70%. Yeah, that's okay, huh? Yeah. You guys interested in that? It may hit for half that. I don't know. I guess you're interested in that. You know, I guess that's quick enough price action. Yeah, I guess. But you have to say, I mean, yeah, it is. I guess you already hit. Yeah. So you're going to jump into it now? Probably not. We didn't choose this for a specific reason. We chose for it to tell us when it hit up at that level. We'll stick with that. When it's achieved, probably 20 or 30% again. This, we've already lined these out. Nano, we lined out BCH. BCH, just Bitcoin Cash. I just look at all these. The pricing dynamics, you know, you can be surprised by anything, right? But generally, the dynamics work. We focus on correlations. We're constantly looking at opportunities to maybe hedge back and forth or achieve a different position. Like 2 days ago when the market was bleeding, we were up. It's because we look at the dynamics in between different. I'm going to catch it up in here just because I want to follow this. I'm going to put new high soon. I just want to know on Bitcoin Cash how they're playing that. It's a micro cap, but they're still tying it in sometimes to Bitcoin. So I don't know. I'm not super impressed with the technology behind Bitcoin Cash. But that's okay. That's the truth. What is this? Which level might? And we played that. That frustrated. It worked out. What was this? We capped up on this at maxed out about 25, 30. That was okay. That was just a move, ETC. It'd be interesting if it wants to rebuild. It's looking like it's kind of frustrating. That's okay. That's okay. Ethereum Classic. We're going to move this down to the bottom just so we can look at the differences. You know, we got a lot of coins on the map, guys. You guys going to make this happen, huh? You guys, we're going to wind up with like probably, you know, I mean, if we wind up with like 100 different coins that are being like, you know, looking at with positive price action, we got notifiers and indications going off everywhere. Good heavens, huh? You guys got screens full of different, you know, things and indicators. Like, you know, that'd be nice. I'll program the whole thing. You won't need me. How about that? We'll just have little, you know, instructional little bot trading. I think you guys, if you wanted to bot trade, you would, right? I think I think we're beating the bots. So, yeah. But we got a lot of stuff here. All right. T-Rex. What's that T-Rex? Whoa. Okay. There we go. What just picked up from this? Harmony 1. Just had this and hit. Yeah? They were looking at, well, kind of. They were looking at kind of a head and shoulders. This kind of giant M pattern formation or head and shoulder. That's essentially what a head and shoulder is if you understand it technically. Let's see. Yeah, not real interested in these. They kind of start falling apart. Yeah, you probably move on this. Let me know if you get up to here. I'd like to know. You might be turning bullish. Let's see. I'd alert. Turning bullish. Let's see. So, happy about everybody in town. Yeah, James Bond. Great, man. It's funny. I just knew something would be written up, and I look up there. The microphone was hiding the chat, and I look up there, and it's you, brother. That is just solid family. He's family, man. Good people. So, not sure how slowly this wants to occur. Pirate Chain has come back into contact with the, interesting. Will it go down and retouch the, well, it's been a wild one to take a gander at. You guys know with Pirate, yeah, let's look. That's 150% over a period of like, you know, a week and a half. It's been a wild ride with Pirate. Will it hit this again? Let's do this. Let's set up just because this has been important. It's been on the map. Market maker's been pushing it. Incoming golden pocket. And let's see. Up here, you're going to be establishing a new, I'm going to do this, a new bull trend, right? So this is kind of how trends are built. I'm building in kind of the pivots and everything else. If it's going down to the pocket versus if it's going back up and establishing some sort of trend. This looks, this is Bake. It's been doing well. It had a good day. You're getting some price action. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to push this in. I'm going to put it in, what are we going to do? Probably acquisition. I just want to see another hit along the bottom, though. acquisition. At least it'll start training us. Acquisition zone baked. Then we'll do a reset chart. Now we'll do a horizontal line here, and we'll say new all-time high. You guys know we do these, and we'll come up with all these things. We'll start talking about it. Then they'll start beeping, right? Yeah, then they'll start beeping. We'll kind of see what's going on, and we'll be flying back and forth between them. But at least you guys get some of my style in terms of the way that what is this? The way that things are kind of constructed and put together. You'll see, you know, how and why I put them together and what the strategy is. Because we got great gains. We have a lot of days with successful gains in them. We're gonna do this on silo. We're gonna put here. We're gonna put check. I want to check the velocity of price movement. If it's moving back up, I want to see how quickly it's moving back up, and whether or not it's likely to. Yeah, that'll tell me on that. With what is that? CVS Caremark, like that. Long endeavor with CVS. Very nice. Just a stock, just a random stock. I don't even like it. Do you guys like it? I don't like it at all. I'll tell people that. Like, you know, we don't like it either. You know, why not? Maybe it's too slow. Maybe it's too slow. It's okay. It's just funny, huh? People say, I don't like that at all. I don't like it either. Right? It's like it's CVS, right? Well, maybe we don't like CVS. Yeah, it's possible, you know. It's possible. We like certain things. Yeah, you got to pick up on that. Do something. That's XVS. XVS on Binance. That's $80. Let's do this and ask if it's going to hit a new high. And then we're about through these guys. So check velocity. Let's see, /speed price. There we go. And that a lot of these are like, you know, eyes on. I want to check these as they're going forward. I've got my alert set up on MKR. We got that. A little bit slow in the price action towards the bottom per your request. And ETC, we've got that. Talk about slow. That's just kind of a 10 or 15%. Didn't hit the way it should have. It had more price action, but it just got, you know, it had gone up. This is the deal. It had skyrocketed up out of nowhere. You know, 14 days up, you know, 300-400%. That was a nice big move for something which had a pretty big nameplate on it already, Ethereum Classic, right? So it already had a big nameplate on it. Aave, yeah, Aave, huh? Where was this at when I gave it to you guys just a second ago? Is that about the same spot? Let's just mark it. Let's mark it now. It won't matter. Right here, we'll mark that in. We'll put that in. Yeah, we'll have that. We'll just see kind of what that wants to do. Looks like it's about the same spot. That's okay. It stays there. Just keep an eye on it. Doge. Is in the bottom right of your screen, the bull flag. 218 Matic. Define 20. I want to know on Define. I want to look at yeah, it's a Matic cohort kind of deal, co-opt deal. I want to know. I have different levels set up on this one. The strategy is okay. Accumulation at lower levels, heavy weighted towards the bottom, low exposure, get to know the price and the technology. We like the people involved. Real simple. Real simple, right? Like the dev team, like the management team, like the crowd it runs in. So yeah, we'll stay in touch with it. We'll stay in touch with it. Enough of being in touch with it to where it kind of makes sense. So got this aggregate macro. We got one doing well. We need to see you cruise on up there, one. Maybe you stutter step and you go back up. That's a nice move here. Very good. You almost hit our alarm bell, huh? Isn't that funny? You almost hit our alarm bell, huh? What are you doing? Close. It's a right alarm bell. Interesting. SHIB is nice because it's low enough right now. If you get into it, you've got, it's at a lower price, lower than low. So you should be able to achieve some kind of, some sort of decent gains on it. But you just don't want it to keep going down. There's no gains if it keeps going down, right? And, yeah, we looked yesterday. Ethereum went down 95%. It lost 95% of its value in 2018 crash. You believe that? If you had $1,000 in it, you had like $50 left. Is that right? If you had $100, you had $5 left. You lost 95% of it. So if you had $1,000, you were left with $50. You can't even go buy a good steak dinner for $1,000 in Ethereum. What an investment! I just have to say, you got to be careful, huh? You put $1,000 and you don't even get it. You don't even have $50 left. It went down 95% in 2018 on the crash. So literally, you can't even. It's not even worth a steak dinner. That's wild, huh? So it just proves the point. You have to know what you're doing. You have to be able to get in, get out. You have to. Come on. You don't want to lose 95% of your holdings, right? What's Ethereum doing today? Where is it? As I'm smack talking a little bit on it. Where's Ethereum? Come on, where are you? Yeah, you're not here. Did you leave? Did you leave? If not, I'm gonna have to find you. Let me see. Yeah, EOS, ETC. There we go. ETH, USD, and bam. There we go. 35. Let me add in ETH, USDT. Right here and there. That's ETC. That's fine. Just here. All right. So going through a retracement. That's fine. Normal standard stuff. Has not recovered up. What was the key level that we had been asked about? The 58. I think that 58 was the line. We'll say right about here. Whoops. I'm going to put recovery. I was asked if that would move to 58 in the next few days. I think it was 58. Was it 38, 58? We'll look back on that chart. Interesting discussion. Could it move back up? Would it? It could. It's a slow-moving giant right now. We're going to have to see if... I just think it'd be healthy for Bitcoin to move back down. You got a SHIB bot, Matic. Very good, very good. Let me look at where we're at. Any others that would like to join the VIP? We currently have 69 VIPs. We are enjoying that. That is a good thing. Market Pump, VIP, Dogecoin, Matic. Okay, we got that. And then we have, just looking at the details on here, kind of where we're at. I think what I'm going to do, guys, I've enjoyed, I've come to you twice today, and I want to try and, necessarily, excellently bring you guys good information like Matic. I was able to spread this back to you in the back channels, and I wanted to make sure on that, necessarily, that you got in that. I spent some extra time developing that trade for you guys and making sure on both sides of it that we were well lined out. It's 3 a.m. CST. You guys are international. You got stuff going on. You got a live trade. I'm going to just encourage you guys always to eat well and sleep well. Take care of those relationships that you invested in before you got involved in the market. And as I tell you to eat well and sleep well, I can't necessarily just stream all night long because I don't know if you guys are in the stateside, et cetera. I don't want you tired at work. Right? I want, if you guys got your source income, reserve cash is important, but if you got other things going on, I want to make sure you take care of those too. So I will probably cut another video, something interesting, and I'll get that to VIP so that you guys have something extra, specific to deal with based on some of these other deals that are going on. If you guys are looking at joining and you have a technical problem, etc., just I would get through that. I would break through that resistance, right? So you can move to the upside and come join us at the VIP. So we're looking forward to that. You guys, I appreciate your time. We will come to you live tomorrow, and we will also be putting together a video for our VIPs. So we'll look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for your time. It's been a pleasure. I'm glad everybody's making money as way it's supposed to be, and you guys lean on each other. Head over to the chat room in Twitter if you guys can, to that exclusive VIP area zone, and let's shout out to each other. And yeah, it's good to have you. Thanks so much for being a part of things. We'll talk to you later on. And